Good evening, everyone. We welcome you to the Vic Reeves Athletic Field in Portageville, Missouri, where it's homecoming week for the Portageville Bulldogs as they invite in the East Prairie Eagles as we're getting ready for the homecoming coronation on a beautiful fall night.
Yeah, Mike, it looked like the wind tonight as far as the game time when we get started is going to be about pretty much about 5 mile an hour in temperature. But it's been a good week this week. We had a lot of parades and floats and stuff for the homecoming. The kids had a lot of activity to do, and now it comes down to the big football game tonight between Portageville and East Prairie.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Rodney. It's a big week for the kids, a lot of stuff going on. Some folks look at it as distractions, but matter of fact, we're going to take a little bit of time for speak to our coach here, so we'll be right back with you.
Here at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet in Malden, we've got a great selection of new Chevy and GMC trucks. Some discounted up to $9,500.
Sorry, Kurt, this one's sold.
Or how about this GMC short bed four-wheel drive, loaded up with chrome accessories for only $24,900.
Sorry, Kurt, this one's sold.
So hurry on over to Lincoln Lacey in Malden before they're all sold.
Come on out to Lincoln Lacey in Malden.
All right, folks, as we spoke of earlier, they're starting the homecoming ceremony. I know a lot of you are eager to see football, but this deal is really special for a lot of kids and a lot of parents. So be about a 30 or 45-minute procession, and we'll be ready for some football.
Our first football evening begins with our freshman lineup with Mr. Warren Chambers. Warren is a 15-year-old son of Jody and Missy Chambers. He is the grandson of Carl and Nancy Prairie, and Kathy and Jerry Chambers.
All right, folks, as the beginning, you have your freshman knight, Mr. Warren Chambers. He's the 15-year-old son of Jody and Missy Chambliss and the grandson of Carl and Nancy Barton and the late Kathy and Jay Chambliss. He has one brother, Logan. He is a member of the football and baseball team. Warren plans on attending college. Warren is escorting freshman maid, Miss Sasha Starnes. Sasha is the 14-year-old daughter of Rod and Mary Starnes and Sandy Starnes. She is the granddaughter of Bill and Shirley Thacker and the late Frank and Lillian Starnes. She has three brothers, Rodney and Ridge and Patrick Hunter. She is a member of Art Club, Student Council, FCA, and FBLA. She is a member of the volleyball team, basketball, and softball. Sasha's future plans are to attend college and become a physical therapist. Your sophomore night is Mr. Ben Story. Ben is the 15-year-old son of Joe Crockett. He is the grandson of Wynette Wilson and the late Billy Wilson. He has one sister, Molly Crockett, and one brother, Adam Bram. He is a member of FBLA, Student Council President of the sophomore class. He is a member of the football, basketball, and baseball team. Ben's future plans are to attend college and get a degree in sports medicine. Ben is escorting the sophomore maid, Brooke, Miss Brooke Posey. Brooke is the 15-year-old daughter of Lisa and Britt McClendon and Steve Posey. She is the granddaughter of Ed and Brenda Patterson and Bill and Darlis Posey. She has one brother, Blake, and two stepsisters, Madison and Maitland McClendon. She is a member of Art Club and FBLA. She is a varsity cheerleader. Brooke's future plans are to attend college and become a dental hygienist. Your junior night is Mr. Logan Chambliss. Logan is the 17-year-old son of Jody and Missy Chambliss. He is the grandson of Carl Wayne and Nancy Barton, and Kathy and Jay Chambliss, the late Kathy and Jay Chambliss. He has one brother, Warren. He is a member of the varsity football team, baseball team. Logan's future plans are to attend college. Logan is escorting our junior maid, Miss Hallie Ritchie. Hallie is the 16-year-old daughter of Kim and Tracy Ritchie. She is the granddaughter of Troy and Khaki Long. She has two siblings, Addison and Paige. She is a member of FBLA, Beta, Spanish, and Art Club. She is a member of the varsity cheerleading squad. Hallie's plans are to attend college, become a teacher, get married, and raise a family. Your senior night is Mr. Hunter Ivy. Hunter is the 17-year-old son of Rodney and Stephanie Ivy. He is the grandson of Richard and Shirley Ivy and Maxine Leschenet and the late Jerry Leschenet. He has two sisters, Tara Meinhardt and Kelly Ivy. He has been a member of the varsity football team, varsity baseball team for 4 years. Hunter's future plans are to graduate and attend college. Hunter is escorting our senior maid, Jessica Terrett. Jessica is the 17-year-old daughter of Michael and Laura Terrett. She is the granddaughter of Jesse and Sarah Terrett and Arthur and Betty Caldiero, and honorary grandma, Malvina Anderson. She has one sister, Kelly Curtis. She's a member of Art Club, Beta, FCCCLA, FBLA, Quiz Bowl, and yearbook editor. Her future plans are to graduate high school, attend Hickey Culinary Institute in St. Louis, and eventually own her own bakery. Our football homecoming king is Mr. Jansen Darst. Jansen is the 17-year-old son of Bob and Denise Darst. He is the grandson of Billy and Mary Darst of O'Fallon, Missouri, and Wilma and the late Peck Eftink. He has one sister, Mary Catherine, one brother, Luke. He is a member of FBLA, Beta, Art, Student Council, Foreign Language, and FCA. He is an active member of St. Eustatius Youth Group. He's a member of the varsity football team, varsity basketball team, and varsity baseball team for 4 years. Jansen's future plans are to attend Mizzou and major in sports management. Jansen is escorting Miss Tiffany White, the homecoming queen. Tiffany is the 17-year-old daughter of Barbara and the late Charles White. She's the granddaughter of Nelson and Betty Greenhall and the late Tina Eller and Houston White. She has one sister, Rachel Penn. She is a member of FBLA, Art, Beta, Student Council. She's been a member of varsity cheerleading squad and varsity volleyball team for 4 years. Her future plans are to attend college, figure out what she wants to do with her life, become successful, and start a family. The bearers for this evening are Max Tucker Warren and Cambria Harper. Max Tucker Warren is the 3-year-old son of John and Heather Warren. He's the grandson of Jerry and Charlotte Warren of Portageville and Jared and Pam Williams of East Prairie. He has an older brother, Bo Hunter. He attends Miss Cindy's daycare. He loves football, especially tackling, and baseball. He loves Captain America and wants to be a farmer just like his daddy when he grows up. Cambria Harper is the 4-year-old daughter of Sean and Candace Harper, the granddaughter of Mike and Donna Now, Mike and Christy Johnson, Leon and Jeanette Harper, and Russ and Sherry Depro. Cambria has a little brother, Jackson, who is 16-month-old. Cambria is in preschool. Her favorite thing about school is recess. She wants to be a soccer player and a doctor when she grows up. Escorting the bearers is Mr. Ethan White. Ethan is the 18-year-old son of Quentin and Sharon White. He is the grandson of J.C. and Mary Cook and Claudia Young and the late Bruce White. He has one sister, Krista. He is a member of First Assembly of God Church. He has been a member of the varsity football team and baseball team. Ethan's future plans are to attend college and become an anesthesiologist. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us, and we have all honored all of these outstanding participants in our homecoming festivities. Folks, that will conclude the homecoming ceremonies for your 2011 Portageville Bulldogs. Couldn't ask for a much better night for it.
Yeah, it just shows what great kids this community has here and what their futures, what they're looking for. It shows a good representation of what the parents have done with these kids and also the teachers here at the school.
You're exactly right, Mr. Rodney. But I can bet you there's one guy that wants to get off that field worse than any of them, and that's Jansen, because he's ready to take that, I guess you'd call it a crown off, and put a hard hat on.
That's right. Ready to get to some
That's
action.
just us. I feel for the guy. Great ceremony put on by the Portageville faculty. They do a great job with it every year. And my gosh, what a beautiful football field to do it on. They have done a super job with it.
Yeah, I have to say this is the best high school football field I've ever seen.
Hands down. You can look around and not to take anything away from any of these other schools. Their effort, work, or their turf program, but this one it's just exceptional. Of course, we're on some rich soil in this part of the country, but it's just exceptional.
Well, I mean, not only does it look good, it plays good. I mean,
Exactly.
the grass is at the right height, so you have the speed and
it's
everything.
fair.
It's good and firm. Put
That's
the
right.
water on it, and so the grass is there to cushion, but then it's not too hard when they fall and stuff by keeping the water on it. So, I mean, it's there, so it's going to be a safe field to play on, so there's no holes, nothing in it. All it's been taken care of, and it's also very pleasing to the eye.
Exactly. Yeah, it's really fun to look at, but it's been a good year for it because they've got irrigation for it, but it's been dry because, as we all know, come Friday night you get a muddy football field, and we've had a few of them that just got tore plumb apart in some playoff games the last couple of years. So, those schools are trying to get them back together, but we've been fortunate here, and it seemed like when we would get a big rain, we'd have an away game but somebody's always got to have the home game. But I send out my props to whoever's taking care of this, because it's exceptional.
Well, that's Lee Wallace and Kevin Roan who's taking care of it.
That's right.
You know that, and like I said, you have to really be proud because these guys start working on this field not when football starts. They're working on this thing in February, March, April, and doing all that stuff to prepare. So it's a year-round job to take care of this field. It's not just walk out here and play on it.
That's right. You're exactly right. And last night my son came in and he called me during the big soybean parade, and he said, "Dad, I can't find the float." So he called some of his buddies, and they said, "Well, it ain't made it yet." So they're like, "Oh, man, Coach Lee ditched us on the float." But come to find out, he's up here trying to get the field striped, working on the field. So they were all more proud of him for that than bringing a flatbed trailer for them to go through the parade. So, but they do put tons of effort into it, and it shows.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm ready for some football.
Man, I am ready. I didn't get the taste out of my mouth last week. Last week, folks, if you don't know what we're insinuating here, we had a heartbreaker up at Scott City as the Bulldogs lost to the Rams 31-30. It was about as physical a football game as I've seen Portageville play in years. Of course, it's always smash mouth with Scott City, but it was really good. Looks like we got a big group of cheerleaders. Oh, if that won't get you fired up, Mr. Rodney, what will?
Ready to go.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Vic Reeves Athletic Field in Portageville, Missouri, where the Portageville Bulldogs on homecoming night invite in the East Prairie Eagles for a little high school football. I'm Mike Wilson. To my right is Mr. Rodney Ivy, and we'll be bringing you play-by-play commentary. And we've got a beautiful night for some football coming up.
Sure is, Mike, and we're ready for this. We're in week 7 of the season. Injury bug has hit both teams, but it looks like we're ready for action. It's time for other players on each team to step up and make some plays. East Prairie comes in with a 1-5 record, and that's what Portageville stands at. So if you look at the numbers, they're pretty even far as their records. And as far as scoring, this year Portageville has put up 138 points, and you look at what East Prairie's put up 64 offensively. So to show that we're still scoring and they need to score some more. So I think tonight we have a very equal match on the teams.
Right. Well, and we kind of saw a new side of the Bulldogs last week up in a hard-fought battle up at Scott City, where the Bulldogs lost 31-30. But it was an aggressive football game as I've seen them play. They put the ball on the ground and moved it very, very effectively. But tonight I think, Mr. Rodney, is a pivotal night in Week 7 for the Bulldogs, because next week they travel out to Kabul. If they can put up a win, especially here on homecoming, it'd give them a whole lot of momentum. Nothing last week for them to hang their head about. It was a tremendous ball game. They fought it all the way through, and just talking to the kids, they're like, that's what it feels like to be in a game, and that's what they need right now.
That's right. That's a good positive energy. We've seen that when we played. The Bulldogs come out and played Charleston. It was unbelievable how well the Bulldogs played that night. Then we turn around and we traveled to Kennett later, and it seems like we played the worst game we'd seen. So we're hoping tonight that the Bulldogs come out very positive, ready to play some football. Both teams are so similar. I mean, you look at their back, like they have number 2, their Dalton Golightly. He's a very strong runner. The last time they played Chaffee, even though he lost, he ran for 168 yards, and the rest of the team had 19.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you look at, you can stop him, you're going to stop their offense as far as on the ground. Then you turn around, you got Portageville. Now we got the 3 Ds. We're talking about Dominique Walker, Denzel Simmons, and Darren Allen. Those 3 power runners right there are going to put on the show, I think, tonight. Running up the middle, and then once they get out in the open, cutting back and forth, I think the speed's really going to show for Portageville. As far as the weaknesses, I say, both teams have very young quarterbacks, and they're been a learning year. We've seen Bryce Wallace really mature this year, but struggle other times under pressure. And same thing with the Markham kid from East Prairie. He's really struggling when you put pressure on him. So tonight it's going to be up to the defense to stop the quarterbacks from doing what they want to do, force them to do things they don't want to do, throw the ball on a quick pass or something like that they really don't want to do, or hang on and tackle in the backfield. So if Portageville's defense can penetrate, I think you're going to see a little confusion as far as the quarterback, just because of the youth. I mean, more experience that they have during these games, you can just see them mature as the seasons went on. Even though, Bryce is a sophomore, I think he's doing an excellent job this year. The only time that we're having problems with is on the long pass. On the long pass, short passes, he's right on the money. He's not throwing off his back foot, but other times he doesn't. But I think he's going to lead the Bulldogs to a win tonight. That's how I feel. If the Bulldogs come out and play like we've been playing, except for the Kennett game, of course, I think we're going to have a very good night.
Right. Well, and to allude a little bit to what you were saying about Bryce there, Rodney, you're exactly right. And I feel like last week gave him a lot of confidence because he saw that they were able to move the ball on the ground. Therefore, that takes some pressure off him, gives him a little more confidence, saying, hey, this is not all on me. We can move this ball on the ground. And, we just kind of saw a different dimension of Portageville last week. But I can just see the fire in their eyes tonight. I mean, I think Portageville is going to come out very strong, and this East Prairie program, I mean, they're not one to lay down and play dead. They're going to come out with some fight.
Absolutely not. They're very good coach team, just like the Portageville team is, and they're going to come out. They're going to come out fire. The coaches had a lot of stuff to deal with the week, been homecoming, the parades, and all that stuff going on, and then manage the practices and manage the kids, keep them positive, and let's get out and play some good ball. So we might kind of start out slow, which I hope not, but some of these distractions sometimes cause the momentum of the team to take a little bit to get going. Well,
yeah, and one of the deals, too, was this week homecoming fell off on a day off for the kids. I was at work, and my son, as well as yours, plays, and I'd call his mama every hour and said, get him up off the couch, get him doing something. Make it more like a normal routine. Don't let him lay there and get stoved up. It's just like a day at school.
Yeah.
And but hopefully they can set all those aside. But, folks, what's going to go on tonight, I'm going to give you basically a play-by-play commentary. Mr. Rodney knows all the stats. He's excellent with them. He does a lot of research on it. I'll kind of give you a play-by-play as it goes. Mr. Rodney will interject some stuff. He'll give you stats, and we hope to present it to you in a way that you enjoy it. And we look forward to some football. All right, folks, we welcome you back to the Vic Reeves Athletic Field here in Portageville, Missouri, where you're watching high school football on YHC TV. As the host Portageville Bulldogs invite in the East Prairie Eagles, and we're getting ready for the coin toss at the middle of the field. Your senior captains for the Bulldogs are number 1, Jansen Darce, number 52, Shay Rudd, number 50, Jacob Cook, and number 72, Eric Simmons.
For the East Prairie Eagles, you have number 2, Dalton Golightly, number 15, Sean King. Did you see the other numbers?
Can't see them just yet. The officials explaining the instructions to both teams.
I think it's number 18.
Number 18, Philip Latimer, another one of the captains for the Eagles.
We'll get the other player's number here in just a second and give you his name.
Bulldogs are coached by head coach Ronnie Jones, Lee Wallace, and Gerald Pickering. Coaches for your East Prairie Eagles, head coach Gary Scott, your defensive coordinator Chad Jamerson, assistants James Hodges and Ben Walton.
Look like we have a decision here.
Officials
Doing a lot of talking the East Prairie side, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Well, the Portageville team is in blue and gray, of course, and then you have East Prairie in white, black, and red.
Bulldogs are sporting new jerseys.
Yes, they look very good, too. We'll have a few number changes, so every once in a while we may have to look up a number on one of the players because the numbers have changed just about every game.
Exactly. Just bear with us, folks. We'll get all the information we can and broadcast you a football game in a proper way as possible. And it looks like the Bulldogs will be kicking off to the Eagles to start the ball game.
Well, they did the same thing when they played Scott City, won the toss and deferred to the second half to receive the ball. So obviously the coaching staff here at Portageville believes we're going to start out on the defense first and see how things get going.
Right. Looks like the Eagles will send number 18 Latimer and number 15 Sean King back deep to receive the kick. As we're just about ready for kickoff, folks.
Now they put 12 minutes on the clock. The official gives the ball to the Portageville player.
Looks like Frederico Walton, freshman, will be doing the kicking for the Bulldogs. And we are off. The kick will come down at about the 30. East Prairie takes it up the middle. He's met by some Bulldogs. He's still on his feet, and he breaks it around to the outside. And he's finally brought down back on the Portageville side after a return of about 22 yards. So some really good starting field position for the Eagles.
An excellent run by Cody Smith. He seen a hole and kept running. He didn't give up on it and go to the dirt. He just kept on running up the field, avoiding the tacklers. Great field position for the Eagles to be starting here.
It may have been a few of those jitters and distractions we talked about the Bulldogs are going to have to work through with these homecoming festivities. The Bulldogs are going to line up with a 5-man front. Looks like the number 2 Golightly be in the backfield as the freshman Markham will come under center. No, excuse me, that's Golightly taking the direct snap straight up the middle.
Looks like a gain of 5 by Golightly.
As they go with a direct snap. And he's brought down by a host of Bulldogs.
Gain of about 7 on the play, brings it second down and 3 for the Eagles.
Looks like number 2 again, Markham, will line up from the shotgun for the Eagles. He takes a snap and he runs right off the right tackle, and he's met by a host of Bulldogs at the line of scrimmage. Good penetration there by the Bulldogs that time, Rodney.
That was a good job. You know, like I said, Golightly was a quarterback last year, so it's nothing unusual for him being in this position. Even though we haven't seen him play or seen any film on him where he's played quarterback this year, it looks like they're going to change something here off the bat.
Yeah. Looks like Eric Simmons was on the stop for the Bulldogs. Be 3rd down and 2 for the Eagles as Golightly's once again from the shotgun. Bulldog crowd load scrimmage, and it looks like
Looked like East Prairie
there's
number
some
54,
movement.
wasn't it?
I believe it was. We're waiting for the official, and it is a false start against the Eagles.
Looked like Jesse Soto moved early on that one.
That'll be about a 5-yard walk-off. Get the ball back almost to midfield.
Third down and now 7 to go for the Eagles.
Bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Eagles. Looks like starting out here, Rodney Golightly's going to be the man taking the snaps. He's back from the shotgun. And he fakes the pitch left and right, and he passed, and it's incomplete. Well defended by the Bulldogs.
Golightly's pass intended for number 30, T.J. Sanders, incomplete.
Well, we have a number on the field that we don't even have on our roster there, number 12. We don't know who that is.
Yeah, folks, just bear with us. Some of these teams, when we're issued their roster, some of the numbers are a little off, and nonetheless, the Eagles are in punt formation. That's a good kick. Going down the right sideline, it's going to go out of bounds.
Excellent kicking.
A very good kick. Put the Bulldogs starting on about their 10, so good hold for the Bulldogs as they're pinned deep, but let's see what they come out with and how effective they can be moving the ball against this Eagle defense.
After the punt by the Eagles, Portageville takes over 1st and 10 from their own 7-yard line.
Like Bryce Wallace in the shotgun. He's got Dominique Walker and Daniel Allen, and the pitch is going to be to Allen. Looks like up the right side, and he'll get nothing. He's brought down by a host of Eagles.
28, Simmons, the ball carrier for the Bulldogs. Number 30, Shands in on for the tackle.
Number 30, T.J. Shands in on the stop for the Eagles. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. As Wallace will take the snap from the shotgun. 2-back set. He's going to hand off, and it's going to be straight up the middle for...
Excellent run.
Looks like, I believe that was Dominique Walker. Straight up the middle, that was Daniel Allen.
The Diesel.
Middle, 32,
Daniel the Diesel. Well, that'll bring up a big 1st down for the Bulldogs to get them out of that deep hole.
1st and 10, Portageville at their own 20-yard line.
Wallace once again from the shotgun. 2-back set. He's going to hand off. He's going to be up the right side, and there's nothing there.
Good team tackling by East Prairie Eagles.
15 King on the tackle.
And Jesse Soto, number 54, was in on it. And you're going to hear his name a lot. He's pretty tough.
Billy Aycock in on the tackle for East Prairie. Lost of 2 on play, bring it 2nd down and 12.
Like 2nd down and 12 for the Bulldogs as they spread them out wide. And
looks like it can be a passing situation. For
Wallace is going to come up under center. And he's going to hand it off. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple, maybe.
And on 32, Daniel Allen.
Number 32, Daniel Allen on the carry, met by a host of Eagles.
Going
to bring up a 3rd down and 10 as they didn't give him anything at all.
Gain of a couple on the play, makes it 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
For the Bulldogs. Wallace from the shotgun. He's back to pass. Looking to his right, and he airs it out down the sideline for Jansen Doris. a little long. The ball incomplete.
Looks like it's going to bring up a punting situation for the Bulldogs, and either way, the Eagles going to come out with some really good field position on this again.
Yep. Both opening drives for the Eagles, they result in some good field position, so maybe the Bulldogs need to spark a turnover or something to get that field position back. It looked like, I believe that's Hunter Ivy back to punt. The good kick, going to bring it out to about midfield, a little over midfield, so the Eagles will start up right about where they did on their opening drive.
Flag on the play. After the ball is down.
Let's see if East Prairie's going to make them re-kick, or they're going to assess a penalty here at the end of the kick.
Flags against the Bulldogs, so captain number 2 Golightly will speak to the official.
Looks like they're going to decline it and just take the ball.
They're going to decline the penalty. The false start against the Bulldogs, declined.
East Prairie takes over 1st and 10 from their own 49.
Looks like Markham's come in at quarterback.
Yeah, they kind of give us a different look than we expected there, Rodney, thinking maybe they were going to go to the senior, but
Well, I figure now you're going to start seeing some of these handoffs in the backfield, the back handing to the other back, and start having some more motion to try to confuse the defense.
Yeah, East Prairie not wasting any time to make a change after that first drive was stalled by the Bulldogs, so we'll see what they got dialed up here. As Markham comes under center. 18 in motion. And that's going to be a false start, looks like, against the Eagles.
Illegal motion against the Eagles.
So they'll kind of swap out penalties, and it'll give the Bulldogs a little better field position.
Motion moves the ball back 5 yards. It's 1st and 15 for East Prairie.
Get them back on their side of the field. You have one man out right. Markham will come under center. And he's going to pitch it around to the right side. And he's brought down after a gain of maybe 3.
It's Hunter Ivy, number 38, made the tackle.
Yep, he was all over that.
You see the East Prairie Eagles lining up quickly.
Yeah, trying to catch the Bulldogs on their heels. And
brought down 38, Hunter Ivy for the Bulldogs. Second down and 11 for the Eagles.
Be second down and 11 for the Eagles from the 47. As Markham will come under center.
He likes to dump a real short pass in these situations right over the center of the field, like the king. He passes up, hands off the middle up to
Golightly right up the middle, and he's met by a host of Bulldogs, but he's still on his feet. He's going to pick up maybe a couple of more.
Golightly to hand off straight up the middle.
Golightly, he's a very strong runner. He's a hard tackle. If he gets an open field, it's going to take several guys to get to him and bring him down. So when they're up like that, you know, they need help from the linemen. They're doing a good job getting in there, and then the linebackers coming up.
Yes, they are.
49-yard line.
So they'll move it over across midfield to the 49. Bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Eagles as they'll split out 3 to the left. Doing a lot of shifting and motion as Markham back under center from the shotgun, and they've got movement again. Looked like a lot of confusion. They had men going every which direction. And
well, I mean, you know, and the Eagles have been playing with Markham under center, and right there again they had Dalton Golightly back in the quarterback position. And some players aren't just used to the voice. When you start calling, you know, ready, set, go, or however they're making their audible.
Different cadence, everything just sounds different.
Different with quarterback. It seems like there's confusion on the East Prairie Eagles right off the bat. And these are mental penalties that kill you.
Right.
Because, you know, like you have a physical penalty as far as some kind of tackling error or something like that and cause a penalty as far as face make. But these mental ones, yeah, that just kills you.
Yeah. Yeah, East Prairie's right back where they started from, about five plays later after the snap, giving it up all on penalties. As Golightly will once again take the snap, and he's back to pass, and there's a flag, and he rolls out to his left, and he's going to tuck it. He comes in, and he's
That's a good lick there by Ethan White.
met by Ethan White right at midfield, and boy, he throwed the coals to him.
Nice tackle, good form, good wrap up.
Yes, it was. Had the right angle on him. The flag was once again a false start against the Eagles.
So it looks like that the coach is going to decide to decline this and take the play.
Yeah.
It's a short game, bring up fourth and cause a punting situation.
Well, kind of a different drive than the first one the Eagles presented. A little more simple that first drive, and they changed a lot of things up that time, and it just didn't really produce for them. A lot of false starts and offsides. And
when you really look at here, Mike, the difference where the ball was punted to is about 3 yards.
Right.
Where it ended up now. That's a nice punt.
Another good punt, and we've got a man going to look like he's going to let it go.
It'll be down by number 15, Sean King.
Ball is down by number 15, Sean King.
We're going to take a break. You're watching Bulldog football on YHC-TV.
Hello, I'm Dr. Terry Swinger, and I'm so pleased that YHC-TV will be carrying so many sporting events this year, both boys and girls. These events help with leadership, personality development, and I would like to wish all of our students and all of our schools a safe and successful year.
Wallace from the shotgun, he hands off right up the left side to Daniel Allen. There's nothing there.
Big number 50 for
Hand off to number 32, Daniel Allen.
Eagles. Makes
Number
the
50,
stop.
William Emmerich.
Tackled on the play by number 50.
So both teams pretty well keeping it on the ground here in the early going, Rodney, and just not a lot producing thus far. 2nd down and 9 for the Bulldogs as Wallace once again from the shotgun. And he's back looking to pass, and he's got Jansendorf right across the middle.
Brings it up to
Good
the 35.
About a 15-yard gain for the Bulldogs. Fine pitch and catch here from Wallace to Darst.
Looked really good. He had really good zip on the ball.
Yes, he did. Good timing, good route. That'll bring the ball out to the 35 for the Bulldogs. Wallace once again from the shotgun. He's got Daniel Allen, the lone back. 4 wideouts. Fakes the handoff. And he's looking up that left side, and he's got a man open.
Looks like it's going to be close to a first down. That's Denzel Simmons, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Pass to Denzel Simmons. They'll get the ball out. Going to be really close to first down territory as the Bulldogs move it out close to midfield as they're going with the hurry-up offense.
Second down and inches for the Bulldogs.
2nd down and less than a foot for the Bulldogs for first down. As Wallace from the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Daniel Allen up the right side, and Daniel Allen with a big gain. The Diesel.
Nice run. That's
Yes,
what
it
the
was.
pass will do. Open that back up in the middle. They start really pushing all the pressure into the middle. You start throwing that little pass that opens it back up.
That's a
Bulldogs
good.
get to the back on the ball real quick here.
It's a very good observation. The Bulldogs moving the ball here on the Eagles, and he fakes a handoff, and Wallace going up the right side. He breaks the tackle. He's still on his feet. He's going to get it out inside the Eagle territory to about the 37. Good run by Bryce Wallace.
Very good. He looked like he's running with confidence that time.
Yes, he did. Very aggressive run. That's good to see out of your sophomore quarterback.
Pickup of 9 on the play, makes it 2nd down and 1 for the Bulldogs.
4 minutes left here in the first quarter. We're scoreless. The Bulldogs have 3 wideouts. Look like Landon DeLille in as the lone back. As Wallace from the shotgun. You're going to change the play from the sideline.
At 9 seconds left on the clock. We got to get a play in here. We'll call timeout. There's 3. We'll call Bulldogs have to use one of their
Looks like
timeouts.
they'll call the timeout.
Well, we had an injured player come off the field on that play.
Timeout, Portageville.
At this time, we'd like to send a shout out to our sponsors, Crop Production Services, one of the largest distribution network of agriculture products and services in southeast Missouri. CPS provides services including soil sampling and mapping, fall fertilizer, lime, custom application services, wheat seed, and chemicals. And also they have Dynagrow seed and LPI nutritional products. Crop Production Services has a knowledgeable staff providing agronomic solutions for all your remaining fall needs, or to plan your spring, see Crop Production Services. Also, if you take a nice look at the field tonight, you should be impressed as it's in great condition thanks to Turf Renovations. Turf Renovations is responsible for outstanding field services, not only this field, but numerous ones across the area such as Dexter, Sykeston, Piggott, area baseball fields. Turf Renovation prides themselves on providing the best playing surfaces possible for the area's athletes. Special thanks to Turf Renovations, and to check out their products, go to turfrenovations.com. And it looks like we're just about ready for action here again. As the Bulldogs get a little coaching from the sidelines. Wallace from the shotgun, DeLille in the backfield. And he's going to pass it out right to number 1, Jansen Dorst.
He's able to gain enough yards, maybe for a first down.
Yes, indeed. I believe it'll be another. It's going to be, yes, indeed. Official signals first down for the Bulldogs.
It looks like Allen has hurt his shoulder. This could be big because number
Well,
44, DeLille, looks like he's kind of confused on some of the plays. It's really going to hurt the Bulldogs in the backfield.
You got a young freshman in there with a lot of heart. But he'll grow up really quick tonight. As Wallace is back to pass, and he's got a man wide open. Looks like Ben Story out to the left, and Ben Story breaks the tackle, and he's still on his feet. Ben Story.
Nice run by Story after catching the ball.
Exactly, pickup of about 18 for the Bulldogs.
The passing game really has opened the defense up there on East Prairie.
Well, you know, Rodney, they've had an effective passing game all year. It just seemed like the deep pass would hurt them, the desperation pass. When they keep them tight and short, Wallace is as efficient as anybody around here. It's just getting that contact on that deep ball. So as he's under the shotgun, he's back to pass, and he's looking out to the right. He's under pressure, and he wisely sends it out of bounds. It was well defended by the Eagles.
There's a flag on the play, and it's thrown right around the line, so that's probably going to most likely be holding on the Bulldogs.
Officials will discuss it as they tend to Daniel Allen down on the side. They said that shoulder was kind of tentative last week, but he played through it and had a whale of a ball game, so hopefully nothing. And we've got a face mask against the Eagles.
Wow, that's a big one. That there showed a personal foul. That's 15 yards, so there's going to be half the distance to the goal.
Must have been a little flagrant, so nonetheless, it'll give the Bulldogs some great field possession with 3 minutes and 11 seconds left in this opening quarter.
You're talking about Bryce Wallace. His efficiency as far as passing, believe it or not, is almost 70%. So, I mean, he's been very efficient, even though he's averaging a little over 2 interceptions a game. But like I said, all of them are on the deep pass.
Yes.
Always stay with themselves and pass yard over 15, 20 yards. I mean, we're fine, but you start trying to throw that long pass.
Yeah.
That's when you get the secondary guys got a little speed and come in and get it.
The first and goal from the 8-yard line.
Well, when you get the call to be the QB at a sophomore, freshman, whenever you do, I mean, you have no choice. You can either pack it up or go home, or get in there and learn and go. And, you know, he's been very effective for the Bulldogs, and you give him another couple of years, no telling what you got. As he'll come under center, a little quick pass out to the right over the head of Dominique Walker.
Pass is 22 is incomplete. Dominique Walker.
Some of these young kids are like on receiving the ball. What they don't understand, they're faster if they don't jump. They keep their feet on the ground because you got to come back down. Then you can immediately catch the ball and be moving.
Right.
Necessarily, I don't know if Dominic needed to jump on that because it still looked like it went way through his hands there.
Right. That's a very good observation. Well, the Bulldogs will fall to the dark side of the penalties this time. The 5-yard walk-off will get them back to about the East Prairie 15. It was an illegal shift against the Bulldogs. Wallace from the shotgun. Lil to his left. 4 wideouts. Fakes the handoff and the pass to Ben Story, and he's going to cut it back up across midfield. Ben Story still on his feet. Ben Story, and he's going to be brought down about the 1. Really good run after the catch by Ben Story.
He caught several of the East Prairie defense over pursuing to the other side of the field and cut back. The cutback, he was able to gain quite a bit of yardage after the catch.
That play been really effective from the Bulldogs. That little quick slant across the middle, and the yards after the catch is what it's all about. Is Wallace will come under center, little quick pass out to the right to Dominique Walker, and it's touchdown Portageville.
So the Bulldogs score with 2:46 in the first quarter.
Well, it took the Bulldogs a little while to get it done, but it was effective. And Mr. Rodney, could it be? I believe Hunter Cook is coming in to attempt an extra point. Yes, indeed. Bryce Wallace will be the holder. The Bulldogs will attempt the point after. We got a flag, probably going to be an illegal substitution against the Bulldogs. Too many players on the field. Well, it's good to see them line up for a field goal, but they haven't got that shows they're just getting it where they need to be because the player assignments aren't following. So
yeah, that's going to really make it quite a ways now and see if they're going to try to kick it or try to. They're still going to try to kick it.
Yeah, maybe they just want to test his leg.
I think he can make it from there.
Oh yeah, scoot him back another 5. Snap, place, kick, and it is no good, just wide right.
That's a good kick. Looked like got a lot
yes,
of
it
leg
was.
in it.
I'll take that. Take the attempt, and nonetheless, with a little over 2 minutes, the Bulldogs are up 6-0. Once again, we'd like to send out a shout to our sponsors, Western Auto on Main Street in Portageville. Miss Virginia is helping to sponsor tonight's game. She has been serving area residents for many years. She has appliances, TVs, hardware, household essentials, about anything you need down at Western Auto. She has great customer service. Service is given for all products. Give them a visit at 300 East Main in Portageville or call 379-3821. It looks like we're back ready for action after the Bulldogs score.
Well, some of the confusion on substitutions here is because Allen went out of the game. So that's going to leave gap in several special teams, and that's where the misunderstanding of who's supposed to be in there. When you have an injury like that with a high school team, they might not be as efficient as replacing them as they are would be college or.
Right, yeah. During practice, they're probably not running in a sub. As a low kick will be fielded about midfield by one of the up men, and he's going to be met about the 40, so East Prairie will start 1st and 10.
Return man for the Eagles. Tackle will play 28, Denzel Simmons.
Number 28, Denzel Simmons, in on the stop for the Bulldogs.
East Prairie takes over 1st and 10 about their own 40-yard line.
It looks like Markham will be under center. Golightly, the lone back. The the Bulldogs crowd that line of scrimmage, and it's going to be right up off the right side, and good gain for the Eagles. Pick up of about 7 for Golightly.
Gain 7 on the play, but 2nd down and 3.
He got a nice gain of 7 yards on that play, and he looked like he's pretty quick out of the backfield. Like I said, he's a strong runner.
Well, that allows you to be a little more flexible when you can gain 7 on 1st down.
Absolutely, Mike.
And Bulldog once again crowding that line of scrimmage, not fair. Seem to be fearing the pass, as they're going to go Right up center.
Looks like he got enough for the
Looks
first
like
down.
it's going to be close.
And they're going to keep running up there until we can stop him. Golightly carried the ball 26 times against Chaffee. So, I mean, he's able to carry the ball like this through the whole game if you can't stop him.
Looks like the Bulldogs are making some defensive changes as they're once again stacking them up on that line of scrimmage. And bring the run on to the Eagles. As Markham will change the play from the line of scrimmage under center. Play clock down to 4-3. And he just gets it off, and they'll run it around the left side. And well defended by the Bulldogs.
Looks like about a gain of 3.
Like Ethan White and Denzel Simmons in on the stop, along with Hunter Ivy.
Gain of 3 on the play, makes it 2nd down and 7 at the Portageville 46-yard line.
I think I can see better now. Sorry about that, folks. We're just trying to get things arranged in here. That sun gets all the way down, and we get glares and everything else, but we're bringing it to you the best we can. As once again, Markham's under center. He's going to hand it off around the right side. And he'll pick up about 2.
Looks like he's taken down by Denzel Simmons and Hunter Ivy. Still a fair gain on it. Going to bring up 3rd and short.
Been some good pursuit by those linebackers and corners tonight, as every time that East Prairie tries to bounce it outside, they're right there. But nonetheless, the Eagles are moving the ball across midfield, and looks like they're going to have about a 3rd and 4. Markham once again will come under center. He's going to hand it off straight up the middle, and he's gone.
It's going to be a touchdown.
Nothing there.
But Dalton Golightly.
The Eagles said, we're going to keep doing it. You can crowd the line, but we're going to get through there. And they're just, I don't think he was touched.
Dalton Golightly steps in the middle, a touchdown for the Eagles.
I do not think he was touched. There's about a 40-yard scamper into the end zone. Will tie this thing up 6-6 with 4 seconds left in the first quarter. As it looked like they are heavily taping Daniel Allen down on that sideline. Pads are off. I believe he's going to be done for the evening. And we wish him the best. As the Eagles will line up to kick. Snap, place, the kick, and it is wide left.
Looks like we're tied up 6-6, 4 seconds to go.
Is no good by the Eagles. After the score, both teams have 6.
Need auto parts. Stop by Delta Auto Parts and Salvage on Highway 61 North in Portageville. They specialize in domestic car and light truck parts. Go to deltaautoparts.com for parts information. Also, for your dentistry needs, see Dr. James Deere at 205 East 4th Street here in Portageville. Dr. Deere has been serving Portageville and the surrounding area since 1995, and he is newly remodeled facility. All porcelain crown and bridge work are metal-free, and tooth-colored composite fillings are now available for Dr. Deere's. Offers payment options through Care Credit for patients to finance treatment. To schedule an appointment, call 573-379-5407. It don't matter how good. As we're back to action. As the Bulldogs will receive, as East Prairie has tied this ball game up 6-6 with the start of the second quarter. Number 23, Dominique Walker, will be back to receive the kick.
I don't know if I'd kick to Dominique Walker as he's
I don't think he's going to. The way that kicker's lining up on the ball, I don't know where this thing may land. It may be in Pemiscot County.
He kicks right to him.
An effective kick. Dominique Walker will take it, and he's coming up the right side. And Dominique Walker breaks it around the right side. Dominique Walker still on his feet. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. Dominique Walker on a 70-yard kickoff return.
Well, I imagine the Eastbury coaches over wishing he did kick it.
Hey, Mr. Rodney called that one. He said don't kick it to him. I said kick it to Plymouth Scott County. What's he do? He kicks it to him, and he runs it back. 70 yards for the Bulldogs.
It took the 4 seconds off the clock, and that was it.
That's what they needed, because the Bulldogs just didn't have that momentum, that fire. They just looked a little, they were moving the ball, but the defense, I don't know what happened on that play right up the center after they plugged them up. But nonetheless, the big play man comes through for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Dominique's seen a crease right there at the edge on this side of the field where players had been blocking and fell down, and another player standing there. He went right over top the fallen players, and then he's seen nothing but daylight.
He showed a lot of patience. Play, snap, kick, and just wide left. So looks like we have a clock malfunction, but we just started the second quarter. The Bulldogs lead 12-6.
We're going to take a break.
We know you have many choices in automobile dealerships, but at Glen Sain, our customers are special. We want you to understand that we're always working very hard to please our customers. We have a great selection to choose from, and with the 0% and the rebates and our prices at Glen Sain, it's a great time to buy. I'm Danny Ford, owner of Glen Sain. We want you to come see us, and God bless our troops.
My country takes of the sweet land of liberty, of the I see. Land where my fathers died, land of the Pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring.
We're back to actions after the quick strike on the kickoff return by the Bulldogs. Frederico Walton will tee it up for the Bulldogs, and he's going to send it back deep. Looks like to go lightly.
Nice kick.
Good kick for the Bulldogs. It'll be fielded
Sean
at about the 20 by Sean King. Oh, and it's fumbled. It's on the ground, and the Bulldogs, let's see.
Going to see who's the strongest come out with this one.
Bulldogs are signaling they have it, and boy, he took a lick and he coughed it up. So
wow, 2 big plays for the Bulldogs right off the bat. You have the touchdown, you turn around and kick off and get the ball right back.
Here's the momentum change the Bulldogs were looking for. So
Portageville takes over first and 10 at the
Okay, sorry.
40-yard line.
How's that? Is that better?
okay, so once again, the Bulldogs will be back on offense. It's Bryce Wallace from the shotgun. He'll hand it off around the right side to Dominique Walker, and he's around the right side. He's still on his feet. Still on his feet, Dominique Walker. A gain of about 15 up that right side. So
Excellent job for upfield blocking by the linemen and the guys on the end as Portageville resets to get it back into play.
looks like with Allen out, the Bulldogs are trying to get some plays dialed up for Dominique, give him a little time to get it to work, and they're putting him to use now. As he's once again the lone back is Wallace from the shotgun, and he's back to pass, and he's looking to his left as he's flushed out of the pocket. He's looking to the left, and the pass is complete up the left side.
Well, there's a flag on the play, so let's see what kind of penalty we have here.
Pass was to number 28, Simmons, but holding against the Bulldogs will bring it back. That play took a long time to develop. Now the Bulldogs showing a little more enthusiasm out there now, Mr. Rodney. I look for some big things to happen in this corner.
Holding against the
They're going
Bulldogs.
to mark off 10 yards from the place of the
10
hole.
yards
It's really going to put the
back to the
Bulldogs in a
foul.
deep hole here.
The 1st and 25 for the Bulldogs.
Bring up 1st down and 25 for the Bulldogs. Wallace from the shotgun. Dominique Walker, the lone back. 4 wideouts. Take the handoffs to Dominique Walker straight up the middle, and he powers his way
22.
up for about 7. Like a good aggressive run from Walker.
Well, you know, in this part of the field, it is 4-down territory, so you don't got to get all that 25 at once. Just try to get 7, 5, and 10, stuff like that. That's going to put you right there at 4th down where you have a real short yardage.
Wallace from the shotgun. He's back looking to pass. He rolls out to his left. And he's going to air it out down the sideline. Incomplete.
Smart play. Just throw the ball away and don't take the sack.
Yes, it was.
East Prairie had good coverage on that.
Bring up about 3rd down and 18 for the Bulldogs.
Well, now you do need to get half of it.
So East Prairie once again standing up on defense. And after the big kickoff return from Dominique Walker is Bryce Wallace once again from the shotgun. Dominique Walker, the lone back. Wallace is back to pass, and he's looking. And he's going to pass it across the middle. And it's complete.
That we needed. I'm telling you, the Portageville linemen are doing an outstanding job with the time
Yes, they are.
Wallace has to throw the pass.
Yes, they are. That pass was completed to number 82, Cooper Samples. The sophomore stepping in and making a big play for the Bulldogs.
Looks like that 4th down and 4.
They'll hand it off to Walker. No, it's a fake by Wallace, and Wallace still on his feet. Touchdown, Portageville. Wallace fakes the handoff and runs it up the left side. And I believe that'll be maybe his first rushing touchdown of the season.
That's his first one varsity touchdown there. That's a good memory for him. Good.
Yes, it is,
job
right
by
here
the
on
team.
homecoming night.
I'm telling you, the linemen doing an excellent job.
Yes, they are. He's got all day to look. I think it's more of East Prairie secondary keeping those receivers covered, and he's just having trouble finding. But big drive for the Bulldogs as they're going to go for 2. Snap to Wallace, and the handoff will be to Denzel Simmons around the right side, and he's still on his feet. And he's met by a host of Eagles.
Denzel Simmons, ball carrier on the 2-point
It's a great job by East Prairie defense out there shedding the blockers to make the tackle.
Yes, it was. And folks, just bear with us when they get down close to those end zones. It's hard. East Prairie fans or Portageville either. It's hard to pick up those numbers when they get down there. And so if you're curious who's on a tackle or whatever, just maybe hit your rewind button on the TV and watch it a couple times. It just gets hard to see those numbers sometimes when they get all gathered up as the Bulldogs stretch this lead out to 16-6. But once again, at this time, I'll tell you what, we're going to hold off, and I'm going to give a shout out to some more of our sponsors right after this kick maybe. But once again, Rodney, that special teams seems to be hurting the Bulldogs. They just can't convert those extra point, and come that district season, they're going to need those.
Oh, yeah, they add up. You know, I mean, if you think about 5 touchdowns, you know, that's 5 points, and you get to that 6 like we was at 30.
Right.
That's another touchdown.
Yeah.
That you don't have. And our team and coaching staff knows that. And they're doing everything we can possibly to get those in, but it's just one of those deals you just have to work through.
It's not they don't want to. They just got to find their right niches. The Bulldogs will kick off a low kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up man. He's going to bring it right up the middle.
That's Sean.
And he's met by a host of Bulldogs. Hunter Ivey just took him to the woodshed.
15, Sean King, the ball carrier.
As East Prairie will take over 1st and 10 from about the 40.
East Prairie takes over first and 10 from their own 41-yard
Derek
line.
Priggle come in on that tackle. That's a number I hadn't seen. I was wondering who
Derek Priggle also in on the stop.
I was wondering who that kid was. It's a good job.
Yeah, a bunch of young kids stepping up. Cooper Samples with a big reception leading into the play right before the touchdown where Wallace scampered in. So
Dalton Golightly getting the ball right up side. A bunch of Bulldogs. But they're going to gain about 4.
64.
And the Bulldogs in.
Number 64, Lawton Wilson in on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Second down and 6 for the Eagles.
Bring up a second down and 6 for East Prairie. Markham under center. They're going to run it right around the left side.
Oh, good stop by Dominique
man.
Walker.
What a stop by Dominique Walker.
To stop him right before the first down marker.
It looked like he might could have busted that one, but Mr. Walker said, not in my house.
22, Dominique Walker.
As the Eagles will get it right out to midfield, it's going to bring them up about a 3rd and 1.
Gain of a couple on the play, makes it 3rd down and 1 at the 50-yard line.
And they're right at midfield.
Looks like 3rd and short.
Markham will come under center, 2-back set. And he hands it off straight up the middle, and looks like he's going to
hand off straight up the middle.
Move his way forward for the first down. Yes, I believe he's got it.
It's going to be goal line again.
First down.
We have 8 minutes and 36 seconds here in the second quarter.
First and 10 Eagles in Portageville territory.
East Prairie once again on the move. They're in need of a score. As the Bulldogs stretching the lead out a little on them. And the Bulldogs will stack that line of scrimmage. Markham under center. And they go straight up the middle.
Another run by Golightly.
Golightly the ball carrier. 34, Federico Walby on the
Golightly takes it straight up the middle. So even though the Bulldogs have been able to stack up that line of scrimmage, the Eagles are still looks like they've been able to penetrate.
Yeah, and the coaching staff's going to call timeout here, talk to their defense.
We'd like to send a shout out to our sponsors, Ag Distributors in Portageville. They're located south of Portageville on Highway T. The 780i agronomy locations offer seed, fertilizer, crop production, crop protection services, and custom application services. Stop by the Portageville Farm and Home Store for a large selection of home, lawn, and garden supplies, hardware, and clothing. Go to adiagronomy.com or call 573-379-3816. We'd also like to send a thanks out to Butler Drug. They're on Main Street in Portageville. It's a full-service pharmacy. They also include gifts and fine jewelry. Dr. Trayron has been serving the area for many years and provide your prescription solutions. Butler Drug Store at 222 East Main in Portageville. Call 379-5469. Once again, after the timeout, I'm sure Coach Ronnie Jones giving those guys a pep talk, saying, hey, we got our meat on the line, guys. We got to shut them down now. Markham will get to play from the sideline. He'll come under center. They're going to go right up that right side, and he's not going to get much.
A host of Bulldogs in on that one.
Handoff
Like
like
Wilson, White.
Gets enough yards, makes it first and 10 Eagles at the Portageville.
They only needed a little, and they got it, so the Eagles will continue the drive. We're about to 39. Markham will come under center. There's a handoff right up the right side. And he's going to pick up about, we'll call it 4 or 5 on the play, maybe 4. As the Eagles are strictly going to that ground game, but they're being effective.
Second down and 6 for the Eagles.
It's 25, or 20 something, yeah, 30. Once again, the Eagles come under center.
Oh, he's hitting the backfield now, holding good open field tackle.
Good open field tackle.
22.
He is stopped by 22.
Dominique Walker on the stop. The Eagles just chipping away at the Bulldogs. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. This will be a big stop for the Bulldogs here. Markham will get the play from the sideline. And he's going to go right up off that right tackle, and he's around the right side, and he's still on his feet. Oh, and it's fumbled, and it's stripped away, and the Bulldogs recovered.
Excellent strip of the ball.
Yes, it was.
Looked like a big play for East Prairie.
That was going to be a big play, and Denzel Simmons stripped it away, and a turnover, and the Bulldogs will capitalize. Well, that was big for the Bulldogs. East Prairie is knocking on the door to get this ball game back within 6. And
yeah, they had really found the rhythm coming down the field and had moved that ball a long ways. The defense had been on the field for a while, and I think defense was looking a little tired.
Yes, they had. Here, I can see over you. Wallace from the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Dominique Walker up the right side. He cuts it back up the middle, and he'll pick up about 3 or 4 on the play.
That's a good job, Dominique, stepping in, taking that place of Allen's injury earlier in the game.
Yeah, Dominique been used mostly as a wide out, but they put him in that back position, and he's carrying the load for the Bulldogs right now. As Wallace once again from the shotgun. He'll take the snap, and he's back to pass, and he's looking out left, and he's got a man wide open, Denzel Simmons, and it's caught at midfield, and it looks, they fumbled, but it's out of bounds. And
Denzel dropped it, but he recovered it.
Big play for the Bulldogs. Get it out across midfield.
Those are one of those passes we were worrying about, and Bryce Wallace is connecting with them now.
Well, it just wasn't very well defended. Took a little bit to develop, but his man was there, and he connected. Big pass play for the Bulldogs. Move it across midfield. As Wallace once again from the shotgun, he'll hand it off to Dominique Walker around the right side. And Dominique Walker still on his feet. And Dominique Walker coughs it up, and East Prairie recovers. So a quick change of events.
Louisville turns it back over with 5:24 in the second quarter.
Walker usually pretty sure-handed, but he took a big lick there of going up around that right side and just jarred the ball loose. So let's see if this Bulldog defense can either hold them or produce another turnover. We're looking at 5 minutes and 24 seconds left here in the half as the Bulldogs lead the East Prairie Eagles 16-6. The Eagles come with that same formation, and Bulldogs are crowding that line of scrimmage with a 5-man front. And right up the middle.
Good tackling by the Bulldogs.
Yes, it was. Good gang tackling.
Handoff set up the middle of
like Wilson, Chambliss, Ivy.
We'll give him a gain of 1, maybe 2.
And 74 was in on that one.
They keep plugging that hole up and get East
down.
Prairie, force it outside. It looks like what they're bound to because we just haven't seen much of a passing game. So Looks like the Eagles are going to be bound for the run, so as Markham will once again come under center. And they're going to bounce it out to the left side, and then they're going to reverse it back to the right. And he's still on his feet. He's brought down by number 38, Hunter Ivy.
He's
going to get it out close to first down territory.
Looks like he's going to have even better yards than that, running to his own guy.
Yeah.
Trying to make space, and he run into his own blocker out there.
Looked like kind of a botched play, but bring up a 3rd down and 2, just right almost at midfield here for the Eagles.
That was some of that double reverse stuff I thought they was going to be doing at the beginning of the game, and they brought it out then.
And just didn't develop early quick enough as Markham will once again come under center. And they're going to run it out around that left side. And they're going to pick up the first down after a gain of about 5. Soto, the carrier.
It's a nice run. Get the first down, move the chain. There's 3 minutes and 57 seconds left in this quarter.
East Prairie at the Portageville 41-yard line.
Well, they had me fooled on that one because I thought sure that it was going to go lightly right up the middle.
Yeah.
Short yardage.
Markham once again will come under center. He's going to hand it off. He's going to go up that right side, and he's going to be met by a host of Bulldogs.
That's what you need right
there. Good game tackling there by the Bulldogs.
Fred Moore.
For Hunter Ivy, number 74.
Number 74, Caleb Gooch.
Caleb Gooch in on the stop.
Caleb Gooch has made several nice tackles on this side of the field.
Just bear with us, folks. They've changed these jerseys and given all these kids new numbers, and we'll get used to them. As Markham once again will come under center. They're going to hand off, and it's a reverse, and he's up the left side, and he's going to go into the end zone.
Touchdown, East Prairie Eagles.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, East Prairie.
Little almost delayed reverse action there, and they catch the Bulldogs off guard. So East Prairie strikes here with 2 minutes 56 seconds left. Bring it to within 12-6.
Looks like they're going to go for 2 here, Mike.
Yes, indeed they are.
They're going to run the Wildcat, looks like. No, Markham's going to come under center.
Markham's going to come under center. He's going to go the shotgun. We may see the first pass. They may better watch out for a little bootleg type of run here. There's a snap, and Markham, he's rolling out to his right, looking to pass. And it's caught.
Number 18.
Number 18.
So that brings the score
for the Eagles.
a little bit closer.
18-14.
At 18-14.
18-14 here with 2 minutes 56 seconds.
In 10 innings, Milwaukee Brewers beat the Arizona Diamondbacks 3-2.
So the Bulldogs still got time on the clock here to score. But the East Prairie Eagles hanging tough in there. It looked like the Bulldogs might try to step out away from them with a couple of big plays, but the Eagles just not giving it up. They just keep working that inside. You just don't really see them push the ball that far outside, Mr. Rodney, but they're making it work on the inside with stunts and just all kind of different things, and it's paying off for them so far, keeping them in this ball game.
Well, we'll see what the kicking team for the Eagles do this time. They're laying the ball flat on the ground, so it looks like it's going to be a little muff kick here.
Yeah, he's about a yard deep, so they learned a valuable lesson with Mr. Walker. I still wouldn't squib it very far. And it's a squib kick, and Dominique Walker will come up with it. He picks it up about the 38, and he's around the left side. And if he gets a block, he's gone. And he is gone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. To Dominique Walker on another 60-yard scamper. Just as I said, I wouldn't kick that ball very far. I know it's got to go 10 yards, but if you get it to him, it's just, what do you do? I mean, East Prairie did the right thing, but...
if you're coach or you're pulling
well, you know, but the thing is, you tell a guy, you got to kick it 10 yards. He kicked it about 18 or 20, and, you know, Dominique Walker produces the big play as the Bulldogs will go up 24-14. And they took 2 seconds. They've had 2 touchdown scores and took, what, 6 seconds off the clock?
Yep.
8 seconds maybe, so
he got a couple blocks right there on that kickoff that made a difference where he's going to score. And you've seen how East Prairie over-pursued again, going to the middle of the field, leaving this whole side of the field open. They didn't stay in their lanes, and they're anticipating where he's just going to run up the middle, and he kicks back to the left. There he's got the whole sideline to scamper down.
Yeah. Well, and it's got to be frustrating. You know, you kick one deep, and everybody's going to test a deep back, and they got burned. Then they do absolutely everything they can to keep it short, and he picks it up and runs it in as Portageville goes for 2. And it's good. Pass from Wallace.
Wow, it's been a while since we scored one of those.
Yes, it has been a long time for a PAT for the Bulldogs. As the Bulldogs go up 26-14 with 2:43 here left in the opening half. We'd like to send a shout out to our sponsors, Ellington Insurance in Portageville. For all your insurance needs, Ellington Insurance is offering a chance to win a 25-quart Yeti Roadie cooler. Go to their Facebook page online and like, in parentheses, them for a chance to win. Ellington Insurance in Portageville. Visit their website at ellingtoninsurance.com.
Portageville leading Dexter 35-21.
Well, we're back to action here as the Bulldogs seem like we're getting a little repetitive with somebody kicking off one way or another.
Hey, I like to see a good scoring game. Like we talked about, you know, the average, Portageville score is about 26 points a game average this year. That's what they're scoring, a little over 26. And the Eagles' score is average around 10. So they've already outdone their output, and here you see Portageville right at our average of 26. It's usually 26 point something.
Folks, that's why I enjoy doing these broadcasts with Mr. Rodney, because if you're just listening to me, all you would get is a play-by-play. This man knows his football and his stats. Frederico Walton will kick it back deep for the Bulldogs. Excellent kick. Will get it down to about the goal line. East Prairie will pick it up, and he's going to go around the left side. And boy, he's met. Good open field tackle. Let's get a number. I think that was Ben Story. Big open field tackle, and that's what it's all about, getting that starting field position. Make them start from that deep hole instead of letting them get it out to midfield.
Yeah, because the clock's their enemy now at 2:38. The way they've been driving the ball, this looks like they're going to start trying to pass the ball a little bit. But Ben Story got down there and got a hand on his foot and took that, looked like a good run away from him.
Yep.
Nice kick.
Markham will come under center.
Good game tackling again by the Bulldogs.
Like the Bulldogs were a little bit off on an assignment there.
Number 28, Minnesota, the ball carrier.
Look like Fred Moore. Ethan Wild was in on that tackle. Caleb Gooch.
Markham will once again come under center. Play clock down to 2 as he gets it off, and they're going to go. Oh, and he is met at the line of scrimmage. Big lick.
I didn't catch a number on that. Who was that?
I couldn't hardly catch it either. Once again, I believe it was.
Come up from the corner.
Yeah. And we're going to take a timeout with
timeout.
a minute 37 left here in the first half. Portageville Bulldogs lead the East Prairie Eagles 26-14.
At Allen Christian and Dexter, you'll like the way we do business for many reasons.
We make the buying experience simple with a large selection of Buicks and GMCs to choose from.
We offer quality pre-owned vehicles priced to fit any budget. No gimmicks, guaranteed.
Shop us any day, anytime, here in Dexter or online at allenchristian.com.
We service what we sell with one of the most experienced service departments in the Heartland area. Selection, price, experience, family owned for over 53 years. Allen Christian Buick GMC, Dexter.
Once again, we'd like to take time to thank our sponsors, Crop Production Services, one of the largest distribution network of agriculture products and services in southeast Missouri. CPS provides services including soil sampling and mapping, fall fertilizer and lime, custom application services, wheat seed and chemicals, and Dynagrow seed and LPI nutritional products. Crop Production Services has a knowledgeable staff providing agronomic solutions for all your remaining fall needs or to plan your spring. See Crop Production Services.
You know, we want to encourage the residents of Portageville to go visit with these sponsors and thank them for helping put this on for our school, our town, and these kids being able to say, hey, I played on TV.
It's a huge deal in the economic world today, but for people to step out and put their money to a good cause, you can't hardly thank them enough. As Markham will come under center, looks like the Eagles spreading it out a little bit, and they're back to pass, and there's a pass complete right up the middle, and he's still on his feet up along the left side, and he's out to midfield before he's finally knocked out of bounds. A big play for the Eagles. Latimer on the reception. So maybe the Eagles have maybe softened up that defense a little bit and going to strike with the pass. And looking to get a score to get this back to a 6-point game as they'll come to center right about midfield.
There's 1 minute and 28 seconds left in the second quarter.
Markham will come under center. He's from the shotgun. And he looks out right and he passes to number 18, Latimer, his go-to guy. And he's not going to pick up much.
Great open field tackle.
Eric Simmons, Hunter Ivy in on the stop.
Number 40.
Along with number 40.
Second down for the Eagles.
It looked like the Eagles will take a timeout.
East Prairie.
1 minute left in the half. The Bulldogs lead the East Prairie Eagles 26-14. If you take a nice look at the field tonight, you should be impressed as it's in great condition, thanks to Turf Renovations. Turf Renovations is responsible for outstanding field services on not only this field, but numerous ones in the area, such as Dexter, Sykeston, Piggott, and area baseball fields as well. Turf Renovations prides themselves in providing the best playing surface possible for all the area's athletes. Special thanks to Turf Renovations, and to check out their projects, go to turfrenovations.com.
Well, right here at the end of half, Mike, with 1 minute left in this quarter, it kind of brings back those memories of Kennett last year, you know, and the defense is really going to have to step up and make a stop here, because if East Prairie scores, they're going to go into halftime with a momentum, and plus only been 6 points away. So the Bulldogs need to step up and make them use more clock.
Yes, indeed. This would be a big stop for the Bulldogs. They look out left to pass, and good containment by the Bulldogs. They turn him back to the middle of the field.
And the clock will continue to run.
East Prairie trying to utilize their timeouts to try to produce another score right here at the half to get right back in this ball game.
Well, Mike, you know, what they're going to try to do, I mean, they have a limited amount of time here. They're just going to, you know, they're going to have to try to pass the ball because they're eating up clock. If they don't get a first down, you know, and the officials stop the clock to move the chains, they're just going to lose a lot of time. I don't care if you're in the spread or whatever. I mean, that's just not very much time with where they're at. So now you got to start taking those big risks.
Yeah.
You're going to have to drop the quarterback deeper so your receivers get further down the field and hope that you can make some of those completions. But it's going to be important for the Portageville defense to stay with their man.
Another fine observation. They're about ready to whistle it back into play. Martin will come under center. Bulldogs will stack that line of scrimmage. Man in motion out of the, he was in the shotgun. And he passed, and there it is, wide open. That was a pretty play from the start. It was well designed. It worked perfectly. Your receiver came out of the backfield. Nobody picked him up. Just like you said, Mr. Rodney, what you said East Prairie had to do, they did, and what the Bulldogs had to do, they didn't.
That's right.
But East Prairie saying, hey, let's put on the gloves and let's stand toe-to-toe.
You knew they was going to try the big pass and take the risk, drop back deeper. And 15, Sean King, he comes from the far side, cuts through the middle, and they got about 4 guys moving back the other way, so it pulls him open because the receivers get confused on who has him, what assignments are. So there you go. You got a miss assignment on the defense, easy touchdown.
Exactly right, as they'll line up for the PATs. Snap, the hold, the kick, and it's wide left.
Extra point attempt is no good.
So with 37 seconds left here in the first half, the Bulldogs lead the Eagles 26-20.
26-20.
Well, it's a really tight, good game. But you
Yeah,
know
it is.
now that the Eagles are not going to kick the ball to Dominique.
No,
If you've ever seen an onside kick that only go to 10 yards or 11 yards, that's what they're going to do.
Well, and what you got to watch for, and where Portageville got burnt last week up at Scott City, when they decided to do the almost, if you'll call it an onside kick, Portageville ran all the men up on the line, and then they kicked it deep, and it put Portageville in a hole from the 1 yard line, had to go 99 yards when they had a chance potentially to score back in the ball game. So what East Prairie needs to watch for is not only not kick it to him, but figure out where he is if they do put these guys up on the line. Because if he gets his hands on the ball and gets some blocks, he's going to make a play. So as you can see, Mr. Walker's looking over now saying, where you want me at, Coach? And I'm sure he's saying, wherever the ball is where I want you, son. And see they got a different deep man, so they're kind of trying to deep to him.
Well, they brought the tee out, so let's see what he's going to do here. Kick it off the tee.
Well, we'll see how quick Dominique, because I'm sure he's got orders to wherever you see him making a move toward that ball, you head that way. They're looking to kick it left. Dominique's lined up right. And there's the kick, and the up man will pick it up. Looks like Denzel Simmons. Denzel Simmons up the right side. He's still on his feet.
Wow, they look like a big face mask here that didn't get called.
28, Denzel Simmons on the return for the Bulldogs. Number 2, Lightly on the tackle for the Eagles.
The Eagles having to sacrifice some of that field position because of the return threat. Give the Bulldogs the ball at midfield with 28 seconds left, and the Bulldogs have the field position to possibly put it in the air and look for one more strike.
After the kickoff, Portageville takes over 1st and 10 at the East Prairie 46-yard line.
Number 42, Miles Stafford in at wide out for the Bulldogs. Looks like they're having some maybe player assignment malfunctions here as Wallace patiently waits and get his men aligned, and he'll take the snap from the shotgun, and he's back to pass, and he's going to pass it. Looked like it was deflected up at the line of scrimmage.
Good thing is it stops the clock with 25 seconds left. Didn't use much time.
Yeah, that little short pass across the middle, to me, you've either got to get it up that sideline or take the deep shot, because the clock is definitely not to your advantage here.
East Prairie puts more guys on the line, where a while ago they was really backed off the ball.
Yeah, it looked like they're trying to get a little more pressure on Wallace, because in that first quarter and midway through the second, they were giving him way too much time. There's Wallace from the shotgun, and he's looking out to his left. He evades a couple defenders, and he's under heavy duress from the backside, but he's going to get it out of bounds with 16 seconds.
That was a good job by Wallace again.
Yes, it was.
They gained enough for the first down and got out of bounds.
Enough for the first down, so this, if nothing else, maybe gives you a couple shots to take a couple of deep shots toward that end zone. He's got the arm to do it. They're down to about the 32, 33. Bring up first down and 10. Time running out here in the first half on the Bulldogs.
You just don't want to do anything silly here. If the passes or player's not open, just don't throw it.
Right. Wallace from the shotgun. He's got a man out right, and it's a pass across the middle, and he drops the ball but picks it back up. And he's going to be brought down. Ben Story is... Time is going to expire here in the first half.
At the end of the first half.
At the end of the first half, the Portageville Bulldogs lead the East Prairie Eagles 26-20.
Get your yellow tickets out for the 50-50 drawing.
The Sports Roundtable represents one of our great traditions here in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, and that's high school athletics. And nobody promotes it better than us here at YHC. What's new with the Roundtable this year? We're looking to add representatives from our local colleges, Southeast Missouri State, Arkansas State, and Three Rivers, to give us the inside scoop on local college athletics in our area. The Roundtable was designed to give local viewers in-depth analysis about teams and sports in our area, and we're geared up to go once again every Saturday morning live at 10 a.m.
Time is money, so I went and bought a Rolex. Time is money, so I went and bought a Rolex. Travel all across the world just to make it on the fly. Travel all across the world just to make it travel to LA. With a bang from the Chi-Town, or she might be out the States. Go fly to London, go fly to France. Can we go to Switzerland? Can we go to Japan?
All right, folks, we welcome you back here to the Vic Reeves Athletic Field here in Portageville, Missouri, where the Portageville Bulldogs on homecoming night are leading the East Prairie Eagles, by a score of 26-20. Kind of been a back-and-forth ball game. The Bulldogs pulled away a couple of times, and just when you thought they were might be able to stretch it out, East Prairie comes roaring back with some big plays, and they've made it a ball game.
Yeah, they sure have, Mike. You know, I mean, the first quarter looked like a lot of confusion on both sides as far as penalties, and it seemed like just the game was really slow and couldn't get anything going, especially with any kind of rhythm at all. Then turn around, the second quarter seemed like it really picked up for the Eagles, and they were able to come back, get right back in this game.
Well, and the Eagles, to me, looked like they used basic football. They smashed it up Portageville's mouth for the biggest majority of the entire first half. They softened them up and then went to the pass. And, you know, that's basic football. And East Prairie utilized that well, and Portageville just didn't defend the pass on a couple of big plays. And East Prairie hit pay dirt and got them right back to within 6 points of this ball game when Portageville had it stretched out to one time about 16.
Yeah, and you have to give Markham credit. I mean, he showed some real good composure for a freshman. And even though they've been limited in the passing game, whenever it came time to throw the ball, he's done an excellent job at throwing that ball.
Yes, he is. Well, and there's some good coaching going on that East Prairie side. They're picking up the weak spots and finding out who to pick on. You know.
Well, and still, you know, the main thing that's going on here, you know, is Dalton Golightly.
Yeah.
He's a power runner, and he's doing an excellent job. So we're going to see how this half's going to go. We finally found out who number 12 is for them. It's Frankie Nave, and he's been a contributor to the team for the Eagles on the kickoff. He's the one been doing the kicking, and he's been helping out on the offense too. So that's who the kicker is Frankie Nave. We didn't have him on our number list.
Yeah, and once again, we apologize, folks. We're bringing it to you the best we can. Just kind of hard to pick up some of these numbers under the lights and stuff. But anyway, we're glad you're getting to watch it here on YHC TV, and it's a lot of fun getting to broadcast these high school football games on Friday night. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing, and I'm looking forward to a really exciting half of football.
Well, I had to run to call one of the East Prairie coaches down and find out who he was. He said, well, they said, well, he tore his jersey for this game.
Hey, that's a true that's a true commentator to go to the opposing team, and we're right here in the middle of a ball game. But that's the way we want to do it, folks. We want to bring it fair. We got two programs going at it, and East Prairie is going to kick off to Portageville here, and once again they'll do the short kick, and they'll give up that field position to the Bulldogs to avoid that big special teams. Got their good hands man up there, and the Bulldogs will take off with good starting field position at about the 48. Be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Ben Story did an excellent job keeping the ball in front of him and getting right on top of it, not trying to pick it up and run with anything. With that kind of field position, go ahead and take what they'll give you.
I'm sure the Portageville coaches instructed those guys. They say every time they kick off, we got to have the hands, boys, and you got to get on the ball because they're not going to kick it deep. Rightfully so. As Bryce Wallace will come to the shotgun, as he's got Darst and Denzel Simmons split out left. And it looks like Jansen Darst may have left a little earlier if it wasn't up on the line.
Yeah, he's going to get a penalty here.
Yeah.
He'll back us up 5.
That's not the way you want to start out the first half, but hey, these guys got their motor running. They're right here in the middle of a ball game, just like they were last week. Back-to-back, a hard-fought ball game, and you know, you're just a little antsy.
Yeah, and you should say that the Bulldogs should be confident here. I mean, they was that game all last Friday night and stayed with it.
Yep.
But those are some of those mental mistakes right there we talked about.
Yeah.
Not a physical mistake, a mental mistake.
Wallace from the shotgun. Same formation as he's back to pass, and he looks to the right, and the pass is going to be complete out to that right side. I believe that's Hunter Cook. Is he going to pick up about 5?
He got back the penalty and another 5, so that's a really good job cutting it down to about,
Get
5
it back
more
to
yards.
about a second
down.
5 instead of second and 15. So
another nice pass by Bryce Wallace. It was right on the money.
Passes are sharp and crisp.
Picked up some good yards, brings up second down.
Bulldogs from the same formation. Wallace from the shotgun. Snap. He's back to pass, looking to his left. He's looking for Jansen Darson. It's intercepted.
Number 30.
Right about the 40. Number 40 still on his feet. And finally going to be brought down after a return of about 20 after the interception.
Excellent job by number 30. He got
Yes,
a
it
hand
was.
on it, and he didn't take his eye off the ball.
Looked like Wallace was maybe just a little bit late getting that ball released. Looks like T.J. Shands or Cody Huff may be on that interception and return. So
It looks like it's going to be T.J.
T.J. Shands with a big play for the Eagle to give him good field position here at about the 38. Bring up a first down and 10.
The Bulldogs fill the line again right quick.
They fill that lineup. The Eagles are going to show a 2-back formation.
Almost a fumble. Number 20 still gets the ball. Tries to break outside. Fred Moore got a hand on his jersey and pulls him down. Denzel stopped him, made him change directions. Fred Moore come all the way across to this side. Looks like it's just about a gain of 1, Mike.
Gain of about 1 as that Bulldog defense was able to string it out. So once again, the Bulldog defense going to have to prove strong here. As East Prairie looking to capitalize on the turnover early here in this second half. Markham looks from the play from the sideline. Bulldogs once again stack that line of scrimmage. The snap and the handoff, and it's straight up the middle. He's going to dive forward for about 2 or 3. Go lightly on the carry. He's been their go-to guy.
This third down will be a big stop here. As Hunter Cook comes in, takes the place of Landon DeLille.
He's up third and about 5 for the Eagles.
Looks like the Eagles will go to that same formation. As the Bulldogs are going to have a little bit different look as the play clock's running down. Looks like East Prairie is going to take a timeout.
Well, it looks like the first half of the ball game has been very costly for the Bulldogs.
It has, and also maybe the first half looks like Dominique Walker has come up with some sort of injury as he's on the sideline. So essentially, Portageville has lost both of their power runners in the Diesel Daniel Allen and Dominique Walker. Not really sure. I haven't trying to find Daniel there on the sideline, but nonetheless, Dominique on the bench. So Portageville is going to have to dial up, maybe just script a whole new offense for this second half of play.
Well, you hope that the Eagles don't look over and see him over there. They'll start kicking the ball deep because he's the one that's running the touchdowns back. So
yeah,
I hate it for Dominique. He was having an excellent game here, so it must be something pretty serious for him not to go back in the game.
Well, and unfortunately, but any way you look at it, is the Bulldogs have put up 26. 12 of them have been from the special teams on the kick return. And so.
Well, this gave Ronnie Jones enough time to tell his defense what to do because they've been running go lightly right up the middle. East Prairie could come out and try to do anything here. That same kind of pass they run before I go, try to confuse or hand it to Golightly right up the middle.
Yeah.
So we'll see what Jones got figured out here for him.
And we've got a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be encroachment against the Bulldogs.
Offside against the Bulldogs.
Indeed it is.
That's going to make it third very short.
The Bulldogs just handing it over to the Eagles right now. They've got it down to the 30. They're going to be about a yard shy with a 3rd down and 1. So the Bulldogs are going to have to produce a big stop. That defense getting winded on that Portageville side. They've been out there just about this entire second half. And there's going to be the handoff straight up the middle, and big stop right there by the Bulldogs.
Excellent job.
Big stop by number 52, Shea Rudd. It looks like a very gratuitous spot for the Eagles as they're almost right back to that line of scrimmage. We're going to give them a 4th down and 2 as East Prairie's going to line up to go for it as they're in 4-down territory at the 35. So let's see what the Bulldogs can do here. Markham comes under center. He's going to hand off, and it's straight up the middle, and I believe the Bulldogs have held.
Looks like they stopped him. It's a good lick. It looked like he got stroked right there at the end when he was standing up. But one of the Bulldogs.
That Bulldog defense stood up.
Because I heard the pop from all the way up here.
Timeout on the field. Official timeout.
Looks like we may have an East Prairie player down. Hopefully nothing serious. We're going to take a break. You're watching high school football on Y8C TV.
What's the Cardinal score? Is that what you're looking at? Oh, crap. End up losing that. Don't watch it.
What inning is it?
4th.
Latimer, the injured player, and he was able to get up and off on his under his umpire, so we're proud to see that. As the Bulldogs take over on downs and a little delayed handoff, and it'll go right up that right side. I'm not sure.
That's
May have been Landon DeLille, number 44 on the carry, a freshman.
I think that's his first carry in the varsity.
That's probably going to be his first varsity carry, and he looked like he lowered his head and took it straight to him. So
Jones is really having to reach deep on the bench with these injuries. But also gives those freshmen time to step up and show what they can do.
Wallace from the shotgun, and he'll fake the handoff to DeLille, and he's going to go up the right side.
Dives for the first down.
He's going to dive for the first down. Bryce Wallace really showing some aggressive running tonight, something we haven't seen a whole lot of in prior games. He's tucking that ball and taking it ahead.
That just shows his confidence is growing and what he can do and help his team win, and he's doing it.
That's right. Well, and it's huge to have a running quarterback, a guy that'll lower his head and move the ball. And
the line is doing an outstanding job tonight.
Yes, they are.
When he goes back for a pass, he's got plenty of time to throw the ball.
Wallace was back in the shotgun, but a whistle will stop plays. We have a flag, and it's going to be against the Bulldogs.
Dead ball, illegal motion.
A dead ball, false start against the Bulldogs. The penalties just keep adding up for the Bulldogs. Giving up that precious field position.
First down, now it's 1st and 15 for the Bulldogs.
Once again, Wallace will line up from the shotgun. 4 wideouts along back, Landon DeLille. Takes a snap, and he's back to pass. He's under pressure, and he lets it loose, and it's incomplete up that far sideline.
Pass intended to number 12, Story, is incomplete.
Going to bring up a 2nd down and 15 for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs desperately need to pick up some yardage here to gain some of that field position that they've given up to the penalties. Wallace from the shotgun, and He fakes the handoff to DeLille, and once again he's under pressure.
Throws a little high
The
to
pass
Jansen Darlis.
Darris. So something the Eagles have dialed up. They're getting pressure in there on Wallace, and it's making him hurry up those passes. And
3rd and 15 for the Bulldogs.
bring up 3rd down and 15 for the Bulldogs. Wallace from the shotgun. He's back to pass. And once again, he gets a little pressure, and the pass is incomplete. Really good pass into tight coverage, but he caught it and couldn't get those feet in bounds. Pass was to number 28, Denzel Simmons, so it's going to bring up a 4th down for the Bulldogs.
Well, we see number 18's back in the game.
Good to see that. You hate to see any player go down on either side. See just how effective he is. Hopefully that injury wasn't very serious at all. Like Hunter Ivy would be back to punt. High snap. Good kick to get that off.
Yeah, because that was a really high
Yes,
snap.
it was, and East Prairie deep back runs up and receives it, but he's met by the Bulldogs and stopped. But really good punt. He took about a half kick, and it was really effective because they were bearing down on him with some pressure.
It looked like he got 25 yards off on the kick, and he ran it back for another 5. So we'll see how the defense stands up here.
Yeah, the defense been under a lot of pressure for the Bulldogs in this first half, as East Prairie will take over about the 45.
They have good field position.
Seems like East Prairie had starting field position right about midfield all night long, so we'll see what the Bulldogs are able to do here. Looks like the Eagles are mixing up that backfield once again. Looks like they've got number 12 that you were talking about there earlier. He's there in the backfield. As Markham will take it from the shotgun. Low snap, and it's that
Frankie
Nave. And he's tackled.
Fred Moore brought him down.
By number 30, Fred Moore, after a gain of, we'll give him, let's check on the spot here. We're going to give him a couple.
Fred Moore of the Bulldogs. Gain of 2 on the play, makes it 2nd down and 8 for the Eagles.
Gain of 2 will bring up 2nd and 8 for the Eagles.
Yeah, Markham's not in at quarterback. They've done moved Golightly to quarterback again.
Yeah.
Like we seen 2 quarters ago. He's explaining to Frankie what he's supposed to do next.
Really hard coaching over on that East Prairie sideline. They've moved things up and changed it around as the Bulldogs show blitz. And Golightly's going to go up that left side. And Golightly's still on his feet. He's got one man to beat. And he's going to be brought down about the 1 by Fred Moore.
Big gain by the East Prairie Eagles.
Big gain by the East Prairie Eagles. As they run a little delay up that left side and been very, very effective. East Prairie throwing everything at them but the kitchen sink up to this point, showing different formations, different backs, and they've been effective up to this point. As they got that Bulldog defense on their heels once again. Be 1st down and goal from the 1 for the Eagles. And Golightly. Excuse me, that'll be Markham under center. And we've got a flag once again. And it will be
approachment on the
Bulldogs. Against the Bulldogs, so I don't know how much closer they can move it, a couple of inches. But basically,
still 1st down for the Eagles.
The Bulldogs are going to have to produce a big stop here. As the Eagles are looking to tie this ball game back up midway through the 3rd quarter. Markham will come under center. He'll hand it off to Golightly. He's around the right side, and he's in for the touchdown.
Number 2, Golightly.
Bryce Wallace made contact with him, just couldn't 8-9, so it tied it up. We'll see what happens on the extra
Well,
point.
as you said earlier, that Golightly, he's a tough fellow to bring down, and he proved it there. His East Prairie Eagles have knotted this thing back up, 26-26, and they're going to line up for the PAT. Snap, place, kick.
Oh, looked like one of the Bulldogs got a hand on it.
Looks like a Bulldog may have deflected that, so we're going to stay knotted up here at 26 apiece with 6 minutes and 33 seconds left here in this third quarter. We'd like to send out a shout to our sponsors, Miss Virginia Hitchcock down at Western Auto on Main Street in Portageville, for sponsoring tonight's game. Miss Virginia's been serving area residents for many years with appliances, TVs, hardware, and household essentials, are provided at Western Auto with great customer service. Also, service is given for all products. Give them a visit at 300 East Main in Portageville or call 379-3821.
Well, here comes one of those critical points in the game for the Bulldogs. Find out how they're going to handle this.
Yeah, Bulldogs have had absolutely no momentum here in this third quarter. No drive, no defense is winded. Trying to see who the Bulldogs have got back deep as they place it on the tee. They figured out Dominique Walker's out of the ball game, but yet again they're going to go with that little squib kick up that left side.
Ben Story back on it again.
Ben Story,
exact same spot.
Good starting field position. This seems to be a game of duplicates. It seems like everything's taking place right at midfield.
Well, this game may end up, Mike, who's got the ball. That's the way it's going.
Yeah.
I mean, the game's very tight. Looks like there's no secrets of what the Eagles want to do, no secrets of what the Bulldogs want to do.
Yeah. They're kind of wearing their feelings on their sleeves, but as Wallace will come at him from the shotgun, and he's going to hand off up that right side to number 44, Landon Lill, and he breaks a big run right up the middle.
Excellent job.
For a gain of about 12, a little delay on the handoff, and it paid off big for the Bulldogs as the freshman running back powers forward for the Bulldogs.
Excellent job.
Yes, it was. Boy, he's got some quick feet, doesn't he?
Yeah, it shows a little confidence, too, there. He ran a little harder when he went through. Other times, kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to do that.
I watched that young man come up through junior high, and he doesn't lack heart. I'll promise you that.
No doubt.
Wallace from the shotgun. He'll hand it off. Oh, he fakes the handoff, and he's going to go around the left side. He's going to run it out of bounds. We'll give him about 2 on the play. The Bulldogs trying to mix it up a little bit.
Bryce got pushed in the fence a little bit.
54, Jesse Solo in on the tackle.
He's going to get up and shake it off.
Yeah, some of the fans look a little eager for maybe a
personal
late
foul.
hit. The officials have had their hands full tonight. They're going to need a lot of detergent for them flags come Monday. As much as they've hit the grass tonight. As the Bulldogs moving the ball around about the 35, and Bryce Wallace back from the shotgun. He's going to tuck it, and he's looking for a receiver, and he's got a man deep, and it is incomplete. And once again, we have a flag on the play, and that came late. I don't know. I don't think anybody hit Bryce late.
I think he's going to call one of the linemen downfield.
Lineman downfield.
That official there has been throwing the flag quite a bit for the Portageville. Against the Portageville.
Let's see.
He's been letting it fly. It's going to be an illegal receiver downfield.
Talking it over with the East Prairie captain. The tap of the hat means illegal, ineligible man downfield for the Bulldogs, as that play took a long time to develop. And there got to be some good coverage from that East Prairie secondary, because Bryce Wallace has really had to look for open receivers here. As he takes it from the shotgun. He's back to pass. He's going to pass down the left side, and it's complete.
Pass complete
to number 28,
28.
Denzel Simmons.
Denzel Simmons.
Good pickup for the Bulldogs.
Plenty for the first down. His way to move the chains. His way to bounce back from that penalty.
Exactly right.
Shook it right off. Made an excellent pass.
Get it down deep into East Prairie territory.
We've got 5 minutes and 54 seconds here in the third quarter.
Bulldogs will line up from right about the 20 as Wallace once again in the shotgun. DeLille is blown back. And he puts the ball on the ground. And I believe it's going to be close. It looks like he just bobbled the ball, but looked like he was able to get back on top of it.
Wow, that was a close one.
That was close. From the naked eye, it looked like East Prairie was all over the top of that ball, but fortunately for the Bulldogs.
Well, it looked like he hadn't tucked the ball, and he's running with the ball in front of his knee, come up and hit the ball and knocked it loose.
Yeah. Bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Wallace from the shotgun. Simmons in motion. Wallace, plenty of time. He's back to pass, and he's going to tuck it, and he's going to go up the left side. And Bryce Wallace, is he going to be brought out of bounds? I don't think he got much.
But they're going to let the clock continue to run, say he got tackled inbounds. Looks like he's going to have a gain about 4.
I don't know if it's the Bulldog receivers not on the right routes or just that good coverage from East Prairie, but he just got nothing to throw to.
He's got plenty of time. The linemen are doing an outstanding job.
That's what hurts. That offensive line is doing a terrific job, but evidently that East Prairie secondary has come to play. As Wallace is once again from the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Denzel Simmons up the right side. Denzel Simmons cuts it back across midfield. And he's back, and Denzel Simmons still on his feet.
Don't say if the ball come out when he was tackled or if it's down, because he's right at the goal line.
Right at the goal line, which we know he's got the first down.
The ground can't cause the fumble.
That's right.
So if his bottom hit the ground first, he's down there. Looked like he's trying to stretch the ball over the goal line and come out.
Looks like they're going to spot it at the 1 for the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs are looking to score.
See if we do a quarterback keeper here or give it to DeLille.
As they spread it out, wouldn't it be great for the freshman to get to run him one in right here on homecoming? Yeah. Give it to him. Give him a shot, Coach. They're going to whistle it dead. Another flag. They're looking out toward the side judge. Maybe an offsides or on the Eagles.
It's like encroachment.
Encroachment against the Eagles, so it'll move it, inch it even closer for the Bulldogs.
Ref was out there. He's pointing at the East Prairie player, number 15, King, across from
Whiteout looked like he was
Story.
a little across the line, so Wallace will come under center. He's going to hand it off straight up the middle.
Touchdown,
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
Portageville.
Excellent drive by the Bulldogs.
Yes,
kind of
it
had a
was.
couple of little spurts there. You just wonder what that's going to do. If they're going to complete it or not. But it was a big completion by Wallace to Simmons to keep this drive alive.
Yes, indeed. So let's see what the Bulldogs look is now, Rodney. These PATs are really, really crucial. It's almost like a chess match now. Both kicking bean teams have been horrendous tonight. Neither one of them to be able to convert a field goal. It looks like Portageville is going to go for 2. These points right here could bode huge for either team.
We got movement by the Bulldogs. It's going to cost 5. Going to move back another 5.
Well, and not to make excuses, but the train could have had something to do with that. I'm serious, that train's coming by, and I can hear it in my ear. You know, I mean, possibility the kids couldn't hear the snap count through the train, but what's the official do? Call timeout or say play ball?
Well, if you're going to run the ball, I can see where that was a really big play, but they're going to pass it anyway. So that just gives you a little more room to throw the ball and your receivers to get open. So I wouldn't sweat it and tell them to shake it off, and let's get these 2 points right here.
These 2 points are going to be big, big. And the outcome of this game, I do believe. Man in motion. Wallace takes a snap, and he's going to go straight up the middle.
Come
Wallace,
up a little bit short.
he was on the keeper straight up the middle and
Man, he was close too.
going to come up just a little bit short.
Wow, about
But
the 2-yard line. Maybe that penalty was big.
Once again, the Bulldogs aren't able to convert on the 2-point conversion. But nonetheless, they've scored to move the score to Portageville 32, East Prairie 26 with 3 minutes 45 seconds left in this third quarter. Been a long quarter, but fortunately, Rodney, for the Bulldogs, the offense stayed out there and got that defensive breather. So let's see if they can't mount some kind of stand here on this next East Prairie possession.
Well, our kickoffs have been pretty good as far as staying in your lane, cover your lane. So just hope don't make a mental mistake during this part of the game.
Right.
And see a good kick here and put them deep. Looks like number 8 is back deep for East Prairie Eagles. And go lightly. He's also back there.
Like the freshman, Frederico Walton will put the boot to it. The kick will send him back to about the 20. Go lightly will take it and good open field tackle. Oh, he eludes the tackle and gets up the left side.
Good coverage. Even though he broke that tackle, it was enough to slow him down, but Ben Story slowed him down enough to get over there.
Yes, he did. So East Prairie will take over once again at the 25, and let's see what they got dialed up for the Bulldogs this time.
East Prairie takes over first and 10 from their
They
own
bring Markham back
32-yard
in
line.
as quarterback. They're lining up like they're going to pass the ball. They may have some motion here and try to.
Yeah, it looked like they
Full
spread that
handoff.
line out with an empty back, but now they were.
There it is.
Good gang tackling there by the Bulldogs.
Great job, Fred Moore.
After a gain of about, we'll give him 4 or 5. Fred Moore in on the stop.
Adrian Soto.
On the play by number 30, Fred Moore for the Bulldogs. Gain of 5 on the play, makes it second down and 5 for the Eagles.
Bring up second down and 5 for East Prairie. As Markham will come under center. One lone back.
Hand off to go lightly. Right. Look like the A gap, but a bunch of Bulldogs are there.
Straight up the middle.
Don't look like he got much.
No, he's going to be close to that first down marker.
Number 50, Jacob Cook.
So many Bulldogs jumped on the pile there, helped bring him down. It took a while to get him off. So you give that tackle to about 2/3 of the team.
Yeah. Good gang tackle. They teach that to you early. They teach that in Pee Wee. Markham will come under center. Bulldogs need to stop here. They're going to pitch it around that left side and string it out, and the Bulldogs, boy, they're going to be close.
18 right in the door.
Looks like he's going to be close to the first down, like you said. See where he spot the ball. Looked like
Really
he had
close.
enough.
It's all going to be on the spot. They're moving the change. First down and 10 Eagles.
First and 10 East Prairie.
We got 2:07 left in the third quarter. East Prairie on the move.
Got their own 43-yard line.
The Bulldogs crowding the line.
Markham under center, two back sets, excuse me. They'll go right up the center, and there he's going to be stopped.
You're going to have to give Ronnie Jones credit there. He's seen that what they can do.
Yeah, it seems when they show that two back set, they're giving their hand away, and the Bulldogs stuffed it right up at center.
See Big Wilson coming up.
Big Lawton Wilson stuffing up that middle gap. Coach didn't give him no option. He said, Stun, you stop that center holder, you come sit with me on the bench. Don't give you much choice.
There's that double reverse to try to reverse. And he breaks loose.
He's up the left side. Couple of guys to beat, and he's big run up that left side for East Prairie.
Looks like that
Gain of about 35.
Looked like 18's injured again.
18 Letterman deer.
Do I have officials timeout for injury?
Officials timeout.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching Bulldog football on YHC TV.
At Allen Christian in Dexter, you'll like the way we do business for many reasons.
We make the buying experience simple with a large selection of Buicks and GMCs to choose from.
We offer quality pre-owned vehicles priced to fit any budget. No gimmicks, guaranteed.
Shop us any day, anytime, here in Dexter or online at allenchristian.com.
We service what we sell with one of the most experienced service departments in the Heartland area. Selection, price, experience, family owned for over 53 years. Allen Christian Buick GMC, Dexter.
Hello, I'm Dr. Terry Swinger, and I'm so pleased that YHC TV will be carrying so many sporting events this year, both boys and girls. These events help with leadership, personality development, and I would like to wish all of our students and all of our schools a safe and successful year.
We welcome you back here to the Victories Athletic Field in Portageville, Missouri on homecoming night as the Portageville Bulldogs lead the East Prairie Eagles 32-26 with 108 left as East Prairie once again driving the football. About the 28, and they're going to go right up the middle.
Late flag come in. That's usually going to be face mask or
host of Bulldogs in on the tackle, but not before he surges forward for about 2 or 3.
That's going to be a big penalty there. They're calling a face mask on the Bulldogs.
Big penalty against the Bulldogs with the face mask. That
That's
cost
5.
them last week at Scott City.
It doesn't give the first down. I thought it was going to give them a first down. Yeah, it does too. They're moving the chains now.
Bulldogs is in desperate need of a big stop here. As East Prairie looking to score again. Tie this ball game back up once again. First and 10 from the 24. They're going to come right up center. And there's not going to be anything there. Once again, a host of Bulldogs in on the stop.
Looks like Eric Simmons made a good tackle on that one. There's no secrets what's going on there. It looks like an East Prairie player injury.
Bring up about a 2nd down and 9 for the Eagles.
2nd down and about 8 for the Eagles.
Turnover would be really good for the Bulldogs at this point. Once again, they'll go straight up the middle. And they're going to bring them back.
Go lightly the ball carrier once again, straight up the middle.
And go lightly on the carry. And
he's carrying the load for the Eagles right now.
Yes, he is, and they're running it, pounding it straight up that gut at him.
That will be the end of the 3rd half.
It's Portageville Bulldogs lead the East Prairie Eagles by 6 here as we'll start this 4th quarter.
I'm Danny Ford, owner of Glen Sain. We realize the best advertising we have is when our customers tell us about their buying experience at Glen Sain, with price and service.
We have an outstanding service and parts department that I think you'll be very proud of. Every day we come to work and look forward to selling our next GMC truck and have been doing so ever since my late grandfather, Glen Sain, started the business in 1954.
We invite you to come and see us and see why so many are buying from us. And God bless our troops.
First Midwest Bank Gold Club offers special privileges for our friends who are age 50 or better and have combined deposits of $5,000. Members enjoy trips, cruises, seminars, and picnics along with free personalized bank services. Upcoming trips include Journey Through the Holy Land, Yellowstone in winter, Classic Ireland, and Hawaiian Paradise Cruise. Stop by any First Midwest Bank location to sign up for the Gold Club. It's absolutely free. First Midwest Bank, providing common sense financial solutions every day.
We welcome you back to Vic Breeze Athletic Field. Here in Portageville, Missouri, as the Portageville Bulldogs lead the East Prairie Eagles 32-26, but the Eagles are driving deep into Portageville territory at about the 25 with a 3rd down and 7. It'll be a big stop for the Bulldogs here. The Eagles are in 4-down territory. And they're going to sweep it out wide to the right, and they're going to string it out, and good open field tackle made out there around that right side. I don't think he's going to get much. Going to bring up 4th and long.
That was good pursuit by Fred Moore.
Yes, it was. The Eagles been getting away with stringing that thing out, but the Bulldogs were able to shut it down there. So we'll give him 2. It'll bring up a 4th down and 5 for the Eagles. Big stand here for the Portageville defense. They're going to take it around that left side, and it.
Oh, nice pass by Markham to Frankie. He's in for the touchdown.
In for the touchdown. Had me completely fooled.
Frankie Nave catches the ball and goes in.
Number 12 for the touchdown for the Eagles.
Touchdown, East Prairie.
They had a hand on the quarterback, and Markham made an excellent pass. Ties it up.
PAT going to be crucial. As we're tied up here at 32. Snap, place, kick.
It's blocked.
And it's blocked.
The number 40.
The number 40, so this will be our 3rd tie of the ball game.
Great job. Keep this all knotted up. 32-32. 11 minutes, 11 seconds, 4th quarter.
Well, once again, we find ourselves right dead square in the middle of a ball game here. We'd like to take time once again to thank our sponsors. If you need auto parts, stop by Delta Auto Parts and Salvage on Highway 61 North in Portageville. They specialize in domestic car and light truck parts. Go to deltaautoparts.com for parts information. Dr. James Deere Dentistry at 205 East 4th Street here in Portageville. Dr. Deere has been serving Portageville and the surrounding area since 1995. He has a newly remodeled facility. All porcelain crown and bridge work is metal-free, and tooth-colored composite fillings are now available. Dr. Deere's office offers payment options through Care Credit for patients to finance treatment. To schedule an appointment, call 573-379-5407. The fans are getting riled up. We're getting a good bleacher stomp, and the cheerleaders giving it everything they got as we are all knotted up here on homecoming night. The Portageville Bulldogs and the East Prairie Eagles. East Prairie fresh off a score. Going to kick off to the Bulldogs. Another short kick will be picked up by the up man. And he's going to advance it a couple of yards. And that kicking game been like a chess match. You get the field position, and they're just relying on the defense starting at midfield. Both ways. They're going to have that grass wore out around that Bulldog before the night's over. We're going to have to get them turf renovation boys to get back in here and do a little more sodding.
Oh, I think they got it fixed where it'll hold up. But we sure, like you said, it's been a lot of time right there. We need to get down here in this end zone.
Yeah. Wallace from the shotgun. He fakes the handoff. He's around the right side. Still on his feet, and Bryce Wallace carries it out across the 45. And Bryce Wallace will pick up enough for a first down, but we've got a flag in the backfield. Well, we've got a second. We'd like to send a shout out to our chain gang guys. I think we got Mr. Rob Barham and Mike Prince and I believe Jarrett Warren and maybe John Warren over there. I think I got them all right, but we appreciate those guys' help. And Getting those chains move up and down.
Well, this penalty here looks like going to be a block in the back where the flag's thrown is where they're going to assess the penalty. Walking off 10.
Back, moves the ball back 10 yards from the start of the foul.
Don't know that I've seen this many flags in a ball game.
There's a lot. There's no need trying to count them.
No.
That's for sure.
No, your Sharpie would be out of ink by now. Another costly penalty will drive the Bulldogs back, and it'll bring them up a 1st down and 20.
That will make it a 1st and 20 for the
You got a sophomore quarterback and a freshman running back trying to carry the load for these Bulldogs. East Prairie showing blitz as Wallace is back to pass. He got open man, number 12. Oh, and it hit him right in the numbers, and he dropped it. Ben Story's been the go-to guy, and he just couldn't get a handle on that one. Good pass from Wallace, but nonetheless it falls incomplete. Bring up a 2nd down and 20 for the Bulldogs.
I think he was worried about number 5, Mason Douglas, for the East Prairie Eagles coming in and putting a pretty good hit on him. He took his eye off the ball. But,
yeah.
You know, these kids are young.
Yeah.
That's how you learn.
Once again, Wallace from from the shotgun. Snap. He's looking to pass. He'll pass it out to number 1, Jansen Doris. And he pays a toll, but makes the catch as they get it back to the original line of scrimmage.
He cut it in half. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 10.
Good pass and catch from Wallace to Jansen Doris. Going to bring up a big 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Wallace from the shotgun. He's back to pass, rolling, looking. He's under duress, and he is going to be sacked. Don't know if that big offensive line's getting tired or what, Rodney, but just haven't been giving him that coverage that he had in that first half.
Yeah, looks like he went down hard, too. There's a loss of 10, so it looks like we're going to punt the ball.
He went down hard.
Down. So East Prairie's going to end up with a really good field position.
Give up some valuable position, did the Bulldogs there.
The 4th down with 22 to go for the Bulldogs.
Like Hunter Ivy back to punt. And looks like
15, Sean King, the deep man back for the Eagles.
Sean King will be back to retrieve the punt for the Eagles. Snap, kick. Good punt from Hunter Ivy. Get it out across midfield, and they'll take. I don't know why we don't just start placing the ball at about the 43 on each side when we change possessions, because that's where it ends up. I don't care if it's a kickoff or a punt. But nonetheless, we get the ball back across midfield, and the chess match once again continues.
There's 8:59 here in the 4th quarter. Score's still tied, 32-32.
It's kind of hard to relate chess and football, but this is literally what this has been, folks. As East Prairie will start from the 48 with a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after the punt from the Bulldogs. Markham rolls out to the right, and he's going to pick up about 3 on the play.
Tackled by number 30, Fred Moore. It looked like number 72, Eric Simmons.
Tackled on the play, number 30, Fred Moore. Gain of 3 on the play, makes it 2nd down and 7 for the Eagles.
Bring up a 2nd down and 7 for the Eagles. Markham will come under center.
Hands off the goal lightly, and Eric Simmons catches
Eric
him.
Simmons in there.
Catch him right in the backfield. It's going to be a loss.
He was made immediately by number 7.
Good play by the senior Eric Simmons.
Lost 1 on the play.
Bulldog defense digging down deep. As once again they got the Eagles to a 3rd and 9 at about the 45. Big stand here for the Bulldogs. East Prairie not hardly in 4-down territory. As Markham back to pass. Short pass across the middle. And he's going to be dangerously close
It's a nice pass
to that
out to
first
Frankie
down
May,
territory.
number 12. Who's number 58?
Number 58 would be Nate Bessinger, I believe, for the Bulldogs, Mr. Rodney.
He made good contact on the quarterback.
Yes, sir. Nate Bessinger. Yes, sir. He was in there in the backfield. Well, so without a measurement, it's enough to move the chains. First down and 10 East Prairie. Fresh set of downs. He's around the right side.
Good run.
Number 20, Soto, the ball carrier.
Adrian Soto.
Another good run by Adrian Soto. Takes it around that right side. Be another first down for the Eagles. As that Bulldog defense spent a lot of time on the field in the second half.
Once again, the Eagles move the chains. It's first and 10 East Prairie. That's the Portageville 35-yard line.
East Prairie's got a good drive going.
Yes, they do.
Last time they were doing this, a fumble ended up costing them the drive. So go
They're
lightly
going to
up
go
the
straight
middle.
up the middle. He's met by a host of Bulldogs down in the trench.
Hand off to number 2, O'Reilly, straight up the middle.
Like number 74, Gooch, maybe coming in off the stop. His number 72, excuse me, Eric Simmons. He'll check out.
The Bulldogs are subbing now. You can tell they're getting tired, the defense is.
Second down and 8 for the Eagles.
Bring up a second down and 8 for the Eagles with 6:26. Left ears were tied up at 32 apiece. East Prairie looking for a play, and I'd say they're going to take a timeout.
At 6:18.
Timeout, East Prairie.
We'd like to take time to send a shout out to our sponsors down at Ag Distributors in Portageville. They're located south of Portageville on Highway T. The 7 ADI agronomy locations offer seed, fertilizer, crop protection services, and custom application services. And stop by the Portageville Farm and Home Store for a large selection of home, lawn, and garden supplies, hardware, clothing, about anything you need. Go to adiagronomy.com or call 573-379-3816. Also, we'd like to send a special thanks to Butler Drug Store up on Main Street in Portageville. They're your local full-service pharmacy, also including gifts and fine jewelry. Dr. Trey Roan has been servicing the area for many years and provides your prescription solutions. Butler Drug Store at 222 East Main in Portageville. Call 379-5469.
Well, Mike, right here's gut check time.
Yes, it
You're
is.
going to have to suck it up this fourth quarter. You're getting tired, and you got to keep moving your feet, stand on your guy.
Second down and 8 for the Eagles after the timeout. Markham will come under center, and he's going to hand it straight up the middle, and there's nothing there.
Got 5 Bulldogs.
Big stop for the Bulldogs. Big stop for the Bulldogs.
Nate was in there, Baysinger, Ethan White.
Big Lawton. They stuffed that gap that time. We'll bring up a third down and 8 for the Eagles. They go around the left side. Go lightly, still on his feet. He'll pick up about, we'll give him 4 or 5.
20, Soto, the ball carrier for the Eagles.
Going to bring up a 4th down and 8.
4th and 2.
4th and 2, excuse me. 4th and 2.
Yeah, I wonder who's going to
You're
run the
getting
ball
tunnel vision.
here.
Big stand right here for the Bulldogs. Time's getting late here in this fourth quarter. Markham under center, and he's going to hand it off right up that left side, and he's going to go untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
5:03 in the fourth quarter. The Eagles strike.
The Eagles strike.
Go ahead 6.
Well, I talked about how that extra point was crucial a while ago. If East Prairie can get one of these through, it's going to be an uphill climb for the Bulldogs. As the special team struggling consistently for the Bulldogs, and it looks like the Eagles are going to line up to go for two. This will be a big, big stop for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs still right in it with 5:03 left here in this fourth quarter. As we'll see what they look like. They've got Go Lightly from the shotgun. And they snap, and he's going to roll out to the left, and the pass is intercepted, but you can't bring it back out of there. So once again, a failed PAT. It'll put the Eagles up by 6.
Great defense by the Bulldogs there on the extra point.
Yes, it was.
But the play before that, Go Lightly goes untouched.
Well, and they've done what worked for him. He literally ran it right off his left tackle and was never touched. I don't know if it was the wrong defensive formation for the Bulldogs and caught him off guard, but I know is that 3 scores where Go Lightly has ran it untouched, and I'm talking about running it right off your tackle.
Yeah.
And that's hard to swallow for a defense. We're going to take a break. You're watching football, high school football on YHC TV.
Here at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet in Malden, we've got a great selection of new Chevy and GMC trucks. Some discounted up to $9,500.
Sorry, Kurt, this one's sold.
How about this GMC short bed 4-wheel drive, loaded up with chrome accessories for only $24,900.
Sorry, Kurt, this one's sold.
So hurry on over to Lincoln Lacey in Malden before they're all sold.
Come on out to Lincoln Lacey in Malden.
We're back here on YHC TV on homecoming night as the Portageville Bulldogs are hosting the East Prairie Eagles. The East Prairie Eagles have just scored to go up by 6 after a failed PAT, as they'll kick off once again to the Bulldogs. And there's the kick, and looks like it's covered by number 74, Caleb Gooch. So once again, the Bulldogs will start with some pretty good field position right at midfield.
Well, there's plenty of time left in this quarter, 5 minutes exactly for the Bulldogs to score. They just don't need to panic.
No, they don't need to panic, and they got to secure the ball. A turnover would be crushing to them right now, as East Prairie can use that time clock, but the Bulldogs are going to have to mount a drive here. Plenty of time left. Wallace out of the shotgun from an empty backfield. And the handoff to Denzel Simmons up the right side. Denzel Simmons still on his feet. Denzel Simmons cuts it back to the center in there that we talked about.
Well, we dropped the
He
ball.
dropped that ball, but it looked like he was down, but he got back on it after a good gain of about 18 yards.
What a nice power run when he cuts back like that.
Yes, it was.
Man, that'll make your heart jump, don't he? Drop that
Those
ball.
coaches and the players have got to stress to one another. We've got to hang on to that football. Got to hang on to the ball.
Ball's about the 29-yard line of the Eagles.
Turnover would be really, really costly for the Bulldogs at this point. Wallace from the shotgun. He's going to hand off to number 44, DeLille, and once again the ball's on the ground.
It'll be a loss of about 4.
Looks like the Bulldogs are able to get back on top of it.
Fumble on the play recovered by the Bulldogs. Lost that 2 on the play, makes it second down and 13.
Bulldogs will ship in number 40. It's Banks. A.V. Banks. Looks like Wallace giving him a little instruction there as Wallace is from the shotgun. Play clock down to 5. There's a snap. And the pass
Just a little bit too far forward.
will fall incomplete.
We was lucky we didn't get a penalty on it. The official was down there telling the story to get back on sides while he was trying to figure out what play they was fixing to run.
Yeah.
Have 3:58 in the fourth quarter to go. Bulldogs needing to score to tie this game up.
Big fourth down for the Bulldogs right here. as Wallace will take it from the shotgun. And DeLille back in the backfield as Wallace is back to pass. Looking. And
Right
the
through
pass
the
is
hands.
incomplete. Through the hands of number 12, Ben Story.
Now it's bringing up 4th down. You know the Bulldogs going to have to go for it here.
Bulldogs not much of a choice but to go for it here on 4th down.
They got 13 yards to gain. So it's going to have to be a pass downfield.
Wallace from the shotgun, Landon DeLille. Wallace flushed out of the pocket, and he's looking deep. He's got a man wide open. Ben Story's complete. Good enough for the first down. Will get the Bulldogs down to about the 10-yard line.
Right on the money. The clock's going to start since it gets a change move.
That's great for the confidence because the young man just felt like he let the world slip through his hands on the play before and turns right around and makes a big catch to keep the drive alive for the Bulldogs. Bring up a first down and 10. Ball control crucial here for the Bulldogs. Cannot afford a turnover. There's a handoff to Denzel Simmons, and Denzel Simmons is going to go in for the touchdown. Touchdown Bulldogs.
Wow, what a power run. Excellent job.
Power run. So the Bulldogs showing a lot of confidence, saying we're going to take it right back at you. And here we are back to that kicking game, or the 2-point. This has been, I've talked about it all year how crucial it is, but I don't know that other than Scott City last week, just exactly how crucial this is.
See what the decision is going to be by, Portageville's going to call a timeout. Looks like they're going to kick it. They're going to use a timeout.
Once again, we'd like to send a shout out to our sponsors at Ellington Insurance in Portageville for all of your insurance needs. Ellington Insurance is offering a chance to win a 25-quart Yeti Roadie cooler. Go to their Facebook page online and like, in parentheses, them for a chance to win. Ellington Insurance in Portageville. Visit their website at ellingtoninsurance.com. A+ Family Clinic in Portageville has been serving the area with medical services with great quality and service. Visit them at 203 East 3rd Street or call 379-2100 for an appointment or information. A+ Family Clinic in Portageville for your medical solutions. Crop Production Services, one of the largest distribution networks of agriculture. And folks, we're going to have to cut it off as we got to get back to action for a crucial PAT here for the Bulldogs as they're going to go for the kick. There's Hunter Cook, snap, place, kick, and it's good! Hunter Cook has put it through the upright for the Bulldogs as the Bulldogs will go up by 1.
Wow, what
a kick, and he nailed it just right through the upright. That could possibly be something as minimal as a field goal could be the boost that these Bulldogs need.
Well, I'm telling you, remember what we talked about earlier in the game? It's maybe who's got the ball last that
you
win the game. But
you can call it deja vu, call it what it will. But what would be the odds of us losing one at Scott City, turning around the next week, kicking a field goal, and beating East Prairie by 1? Hey, I'll take it right like it is if we can get those 3 minutes and 33 seconds off the clock. But what a whale of a ball game that these East Prairie Eagles have put up, as well as these Portageville Bulldogs.
Well, that's the only sad thing about a competition like this. You know, that somebody has to end up losing. I mean, it is an excellent ball game. It's been back and forth all night.
You know, Mr. Rodney, you'd like to come out and see your team dominate and win, but this is just huge for these kids to play in ball games like this on both sides. The competition is great. It's a big kick from Frederico Walton as the deep man will pick it up for the Eagles. And they're going to string him out, and they're going to bring him down at about the 15-yard line. So the Bulldogs will take over on some good field position. It looks like they got we may have a Bulldog down over here on the sideline.
It's going to be, looks like Jacob Cook.
Looks like Jacob Cook may be down.
Looks like he's cramping.
Yeah. Hey, this has been a long ball game. These kids have been up here at the school since 4:30, and just been a long day for them. And
well, it's been tough. You know, at the high school athletic participation survey that they had in 2009 to 2010, there's 1,135,052 players that play high school football.
wow,
And that's a lot of kids in the United States that's playing high school football, and that's #1 sport for boys to participate. And of that 1 million, there's 1,350 girls that play high school varsity football.
wow.
So how you like that? So that shows a lot of kids that this is building character for later in life, and it helps them physically stay in shape, and it challenges you. This is a challenging game. It makes you stay, you know, when seems like things are down, you got to say, hey, I can still come out and I can win this, because they're going to have fights like this the rest of their life. So it builds character. It builds leaders for our town and our country right here.
That's a very good statement and very good research that you just presented us. And I just feel like, you know, last week in a hard-fought battle, just like what Scott said, there's so much adrenaline, and that takes a lot out of these young kids. And after they come off that last week, played their hearts out, lose by 1, and they're right back in the middle of it this week. You know, when you get that lead out there, you can swap in and out some of your guys, you know, and play some of your younger guys. But this has just been one of those battles tonight that won't soon be forgotten. And it's just, you know, and it takes a toll on the kids. But you know, I bet there's not a one of them that'd give it up for anything out there right now.
Well, you're right. And there's still a lot of time left in this ball game for each bird to get down there and score.
Yeah.
And go ahead. So you know who they're going to go to. I'm sure it's going to be Golightly.
Yeah.
He's carried the load for them.
Yeah. He's been their go-to guy.
This is a great kickoff, great coverage, and pinned them deep down here about the 20.
The handoff will be, oh man, what a
Fred
tackle.
Moore.
What a tackle by Fred Moore.
Fred Moore's fast and he is strong.
Unbelievable. That Soto trying to get around that right side?
And he hasn't done that in a while because Fred Moore has shut him down.
Well, he can be a big playmaker. He's quick. He takes good angles on the runner. Yep, second down, about 11 for the Eagles. They're deep in their own territory.
It's like a pass.
They're going to go back to pass, and he's got pressure in it. Almost intercepted.
Great defensive play.
Deflected up by A.V. Banks and almost intercepted by one of the linemen. But nonetheless, it'll put the Eagles back on their heels.
Wow, Banks got some height on that one, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
He got way up there. Three minutes and 1 second, looks like. Fourth quarter.
Jones got that little bit different defensive alignment, as he knows these Prairie's almost bound to the pass at this point. Oh, and it's a bad snap.
Markham picks
it up, and he's going to be brought down. The pass is intercepted by number 34, Frederico Walton. He runs it back for the touchdown. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Wow.
What a change of events for the Bulldogs. Well, they got the pressure to him, and they made the Eagles pay. Big time play for the Bulldogs.
Well, it goes back to quarterback just should have took the sack there. You know, and as a freshman, he's going to learn. He's going to remember this next year, and it's going to make him stronger.
Well, you know.
But you got to give the Portageville defense kudos on that one.
Big time.
The pass before that was really good coverage, and right there, it's coverage again.
Well, it's something that we've seen in this Portageville team this year. They get down or they're in a game, but you don't ever see them quit. Always when you think, well, they're out of it, they're this or that, they always stay in it, and they're looking for that big play to get them right back in the game. Take your time, guys. If you have to take a timeout, let's put another one through the uprights. This is what we need right here. Some things, you know, possibly coming together for the Bulldogs here right before they get ready to go into districts, and it's big for them. We'd like to once again Say thanks to our sponsors at Crop Production Services, one of the largest distribution network of agriculture products and services in southeast Missouri. CPS provides services including soil sampling, mapping, fall fertilizer, and lime and custom application services, wheat seed and chemicals, and Dynagrow seed, and LPI nutritional products. Crop Production Services has a knowledgeable staff providing agronomic solutions for all your remaining fall needs or to plan your spring. See Crop Production Services. A-Plus Family Clinic in Portageville has been serving the area with medical services with great quality and service. Visit them at 203 East 3rd Street or call 379-2100 for an appointment or information. A-Plus Family Clinic in Portageville for local medical solutions.
Well, this extra point is about as big as the other one was, because right here could make it a little bit more than 7, so it'd be hard for them to overcome that.
Snap, place, kick, and it's good.
Big kick right there.
That's how you get a young man some confidence, and he'll say, "Coach, let me kick it." That's what you want. You want your kicker standing there waiting on that score to have that opportunity.
So it pushes the lead out to 8. So that
Out to
means
8.
even if Eastbury scores, they got to go for the 2-point
Best they can do, tie, and time is definitely against the Eagles here, as the Bulldogs have stretched it out to 46-38. They're on homecoming night.
Look at the girls.
The poor girls, my gosh, it's the most points all year, 46 push-ups. God love them. Hang in there, girls. You're almost halfway there.
And they might have been tired after their routine from halftime.
Yeah, come on, guys. Cut them some slack. Don't give up now, girls. You can do it. Good job, girls. 2:51 here with the Bulldogs up by 8, and they're going to kick it deep. Seems like we've been playing football for 2 days here, but we're going to get to the end of this one and decide it just here shortly. As Frederico Walton puts the boot to it.
Another nice kick.
Good kick, and it's going to be picked up, and he's got a seam up that middle, but the Bulldogs close the gap.
Jacob Cook brings him down.
Jacob Cook in on the stop.
Well, the Eagles don't have to start passing right off the bat because they still got plenty of time, and they know they're still in it on the 2-point conversion. So they got to get the touchdown first.
Yeah.
They'll worry about the rest. So
yeah.
The Bulldogs still have to keep the intensity on the defense and stay on their man.
You're exactly right.
This game yet. There's time left on the clock.
Exactly right. We've seen a little bit of everything this year. We got the bleacher stomp going again.
So Frankie Nave in the backfield.
As you are right.
With Dalton Golightly. He's lined up as a quarterback.
There's a snap, and he looks to pass, and he's got pressure, and he eludes a potential sack.
Good leg by number
brought
60.
down. Right back at that original line of scrimmage. Number 50, Jacob Cook, in on the stop with a couple other Bulldogs. Look like they're tangled up there, but
Fred Moore.
Eric Simmons coming up off the pile.
And number 62, who was that?
Number 62?
60.
Number 60. We're going to give number 60 to Trevor Brands.
Trevor Brands did a good job on that. He's came in as the other linebacker. Low snap.
And there's the pass, and it's complete across midfield.
Right at the first down mark.
Looks like they're going to give him the spot. Enough for the first down of this forward progress.
Clock stops at 1:54, fourth quarter.
About at the 49-yard line, be first and 10 each play.
Fresh set of down for the Eagles. The clock down to a minute and 49 seconds here in the fourth quarter.
The Eagles are still playing very hard.
Bulldogs looking for one last defensive stand. And they're going to send it on a little delay right up the middle. Good yardage. Going to pick up a gain of about 8.
Number 2,
Straight up the middle.
He gets up limping a little bit, but that's not going to bother him. He's used to a little pain.
He doesn't go lightly.
The clock continues to run. 1:20 left in the game. They're going to have to get this play in.
Low snap. As Go Lightly's flushed out of the pocket, and he's looking to his left to pass, and it's going to fall incomplete.
Stop the clock at 1:04. Third down.
A minute and 4 seconds left.
So it's third and short. They're going to have to get the first down here, even though you got 2 chances. They may try another long pass, but I don't know
indeed.
What the timeout situation is for the Eagles.
I'm not really sure either.
We've got Frankie Naves in the backfield with Go Lightly.
Big 3rd and 2. The Bulldogs looking for a big stop, as it looks like they're in a formation to put it in the air. They're going to take it from the shotgun. And he's going to go straight up the middle, and he's going to be close according to the spot.
Looks like it's going to be first down, 59 seconds.
First down, 59 seconds.
At the Portageville 40-yard line.
Clock should start as soon as they set the change.
Snap and Go Lightly pump fakes, and he's got a man down that right side, and it's
great defense by Denzel Simmons.
Great defense, exactly as you said, to bust that pass up, or that East Prairie had 6. Still not much time coming off that clock.
Stops at 47 seconds left. That was a good pass, too, but
Yes,
Denzel was just all over him.
He had him in stride, just very well defended. Bring up a big 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles.
Denzel and him could wear the same jersey. He was on him so close.
Yes, indeed. The Bulldog defense making plays when they have to. But East Prairie hanging tough here. And snap. And Go Lightly looking to pass, and he's going to take that same route again, and it's... Oh, man, he had the hands on it, and it right through him.
Dropped it at the 10, and the pass was there.
Once again, well defended. He had a step on him that time. Bring up a 3rd down and 10. 7 seconds expire off the clock. Bulldogs 2 downs away from shutting this thing out. Lightly from the shotgun, low snap. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he's looking left, and it's incomplete.
There just wasn't anybody there where he's throwing the ball, so somebody, either he was confused or somebody didn't run the proper route. Ronnie Jones steady telling defense what to do.
Yep.
So Hunter Ivy's out there telling other players what to do. He's sending him all the way to the other side of the field, and he did it a while ago, so I guess he's expecting him to run that way.
Well, this is the last shot for the Eagles, as they're going to take a timeout.
With 35 seconds.
35 seconds left here in this contest, and what a contest it has been, as the Bulldogs lead by 8.
You know that football started here since it's homecoming night. We can talk about a little bit of the history. Portageville started football in 1925, and their first team, believe it or not, only one kid that was on that team had ever seen football played, much less played it.
Wow.
He was a kid that moved here from Chester, Illinois, that came to town, and Reeves was the football coach. He was the football coach then, and he had to teach his kids how to play football that never even see the game played.
Wow.
So, I mean, you talk about challenges for a coach and what an interesting season that would be if you could go back and see how those kids play, but you'll have this film here.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we can see that, but
yeah.
When I was looking through that and looking at those kids, I mean, they were just happy as they could be to be playing football.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's a long time ago. But
I remember back in the off season, Mr. Trey and Kevin Rohn opened their house up to the kids, came over and put some film on down in the basement, and we were watching guys playing leather helmets. And the kids are just thinking, man, we're soft, man. Those guys, they're like, they don't actually let them hit with just that on. They're like, oh, yeah, they play just like y'all do. But all they got's a piece of leather protecting them.
No face mask or anything.
Yeah. Here we go, folks. This could be the ball game. This 4th and 10 with 35 seconds for the Eagles. See what they've dialed up. He's back to pass, and he's looking deep, and there's nothing there. As the Bulldogs will take over on downs with 30 seconds left here on homecoming night.
Well, this is like that Bryce Wallace come out and take a knee a few times, and this game's over.
That's all it's going to take, and it's been a while since the Bulldogs have been able to do that.
Hey, hats off to the Eagles. They played a good game, too. They played to the end, and the Bulldogs just come out to be stronger. And it looked for a while that it's going to be pretty tough when we lost Darren Allen, Dominique Walker. You know, they're on side. I hope they're going to be better.
Well, you're exactly right, and you've got to take your hat off to these guys. As not everyone may know, but East Prairie's coach is dealing with some physical issues. He had to leave his team, and you can only imagine how hard it was on him and the kids to adjust to not seeing coach here. But I tip my hat to them. Man, they played with guts, with heart. You know that their assistant coach stepping in done a whale of a job with them, and it's just.
Well, you'll see the Bulldogs. They'll walk over and shake their hands because they see the same struggles we're having. I mean, you're struggling this year. I mean, we're going to walk away here 2-5.
Yeah.
And they'll walk away 1-6. I mean, it's just been a struggle for
and
both
they
teams.
and they respect them for that. And they respect them for that. But
so hats off to both teams. Now the
yeah.
Bulldogs will be looking forward to traveling to Kabul.
Yeah.
And Kabul is having one of those years too that they haven't, believe it or not, they have not won a game at home, and the only ones that have is on the road. So we're playing them at home. So if you look at the high school rankings, you'll see that Portageville is ranked number 44 in the state, and Kabul is 45 out of 64. So they're right there together. So if you start comparison, how many points have been scored a game, they're just right. They're pretty fairly equal. And you've seen that tonight with the Eagles. The same thing. I mean, when they come over here, I thought our running game would be a lot stronger against the Eagles, but they shut that down. Yes. And it went to the passing game that was really making the difference in the ball game.
Right. Well, it's something that a lot of you folks, hopefully you're able to keep up and come out and watch the games. But I can tell you something, and a lot of folks may think it's petty, but I can assure you, Hunter Cook putting those 2 kicks through the uprights have boosted the confidence of this ball team, because just like last week, you know, the special teams did let them down. A hard-fought ball game both ways, but it let them down. But you know, something as simple as that, and those kids feed off that. Did you see how excited each and every one of those kids, the kids on the sideline, in the stands, when that ball went through the upright? And that's what they need. They need all the momentum and confidence they can get going to Kabul, because it's time to play football now. They got 3 games left, and
they're going to be hard games.
Games.
You got Thayer that's ranked 11th in the state of Missouri. Then you go to Hayti, which is ranked 9th. I mean, so these games are going to be tough games. But like you said, you know, like we've seen that game at Kennett, I say was the worst game I've seen in about 5 years played, but I've seen the best game played when we played Charleston. And tonight was a great game. And our kicking game has gone so far forward to what you've seen at Kennett. Punting and the extra point, and that's going to win these close games for you.
Well, and a lot of that is they're getting the right players in the right positions, and they're practicing it, and they're getting repetitions, and they're doing it over and over. And I guarantee you it's going to pay off in the long run, if not by the scoreboard, but for their confidence. It's going to help their confidence tremendously. And I look forward to going out to Kabul, but what's got to be special for these kids defending their home turf on homecoming night, it's just got to be really special for them.
Yeah, and you talk about these coaches and these kids, too, on both sides. I mean, Portageville practices 6 days a week. They practice Saturday all the way through and then play the game Friday, and the only day they're off is Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been doing this before school started.
Very true.
So these kids are dedicated, you know, and they're out there. Everyone is trying to win the game and do everything they can to help their team win. So, Portageville, we need to stay right behind them and keep pushing them forward and hope that the momentum can carry on into district play, which we got 3 big games coming up. And you got to take them one at a time.
And 2 of them are at home. I mean, it's always confident.
And we'll be here for those.
Playing at home. And man, I had a whale of a time broadcasting this one. This was fun. I enjoyed doing it with you. I look forward to doing it to you folks. We'll be back we're going to Kabul next week. Then we'll be back right here on YHC TV for Thayer and Hayti to close out the season. We thank you for being with us. We hope you've enjoyed this broadcast of Portageville Bulldog football on YHC TV.